weight on your chest, and your face is thoroughly covered in some kind of weird material, and you start to taste it, and you know that it's earth.
Am I being buried alive?
You can do an education check if you like.
Okay.
Difficulty 1.
No, missed it.
All right. So you have no idea what your situation currently is. It's just that you are struggling to breathe, and you've got the taste of earth in your mouth, and you've got the sheer weight on your chest.
Well, I'm going to try to get up and get this stuff off me.
Okay, physical check, difficulty 1.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
You burst into the air from out of the ground, and you notice, as you're turning around, spitting out and choking out earth, the gravestone behind you. And there is a figure standing over the grave with another figure sort of peeking out from behind. Right, Yikro.
Hello.
So you...
Zombie, kill it!
You are walking past a graveyard of a small village when you notice some strange lights coming from the graveyard.
I'm a bit alone right now. I want to go find if someone's there. So I walk straight over to the lights.
Okay. As you approach, you see two figures standing over two graves, and the one figure has just finished casting a spell, and the graves have there's like a light coming out from the ground underneath, and you see one person emerge from and spit out a whole bunch of earth, vomiting out and inhaling, and that is Saucy, who is a half elf. Now, Badbo, your turn. You also find yourself underneath the ground, weight on your chest.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try and dig my way up.
Okay, so difficulty 1. Physical check.
Physical. I'm almost there. If I succeed. Nope.
So, you're now becoming very difficult to breathe. You need to do a constitution check, difficulty 1. All right. So you take an injury when you feel you feel a sharp pain in your chest as earth is scraped away from you. There's a person using a shovel, and they grab you and pull you out of the grave, and you also vomiting out earth and are breathing heavily. And the little figure that was behind the main guy leering over the graves is the one with the little shovel, and he's this little demi-human guy, and he's like, "Yes, master, I've got him out now." Saucy.
Yes. So I'm now standing up.
You're sitting in a grave.
And I'm sitting in a grave. Well, job 2, am I in any immediate threat from somebody who's trying to kill me or bury me?
All right. You can do a mental check, difficulty 1. Mental check, difficulty 1.
Yeah, I failed it.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you don't perceive any immediate danger to yourself, but you're still a bit out of it because
Okay, now do I see? I get the impression I might see another thing popping out of the ground.
So you see the little demi-human guy digging in the ground next door to you in the next grave site, and pulling out.
Okay.
Badbo the halfling.
Yeah. Can I assist getting the halfling out?
Yeah, absolutely. you. Yeah, this is very hard work. Yekro. So you notice the
Halfway?
yes, he's an halfling. Okay, so Yekro,
Okay.
you notice this large figure leering over these graves, kind of like turning his back and shaking his head, and goes, "These are not the ones I was looking for." Sorry, master. And he starts walking off in a huff.
Is he walking really really quickly away?
No,
Or is
he's
he-
just sort of like, sauntering off and kicking a stone in anger.
My initial worry is that so I can see both of them, like all three of them now, can't I?
Yes, all four.
Okay, all four, yeah. Now that I can see that all four are not dead, can I go over and ask if I can help the big strange man?
Sure. So he sort of turns to your presence. What do you want?
Hello, good fellow. I am here to help. Is there anything you might need assistance in?
No. Unfortunately, my spells have been insufficient to raise the people I was looking for.
I think dead people might not be the best option.
Dead people are the best option, damn it!
Oh, crap, I am a zombie.
I stare at him for a while, and then I just kind of like wonder, and like, okay, then I'll let you go. Goodbye. And I walk over and I head to see if I can assist Sulcy and Badbo and the little demon human, demi-human.
Demi-human, yeah. You don't really know what kind of species he is. He may even have a tail, but, it's difficult to tell in the dark. So, Badbo, it's your turn.
Okay. What the hell is going on? Does anyone know what the hell happened? I just woke up in taking a dirt nap.
Can't help you, buddy.
So you don't remember much of your life before this point. It's sort of like a hazy echo, but you remember something about being in a cave with a grave digger and fighting a few goblins, and then there was there was an orc who attacked some kind of wagon,
I think I need a drink. Is there a pub around here?
All right, we'll move to Saucy.
Education check. Look for the tavern.
Okay, you can do an education check. Actually, do a mental check, difficulty 2.
Okay. So, that's D4s. Success.
All right. So you actually begin to recognize the surrounds of Bison Hills, where you have been before, and you'd help the local populace with their small orc problem. So you would know where the little tavern is. All right.
Alcohol that way.
Saucy. Greg? Greg, can you hear?
Yes, absolutely. So I just heard somebody call out for a tavern. +1, I'm in. I look around and do you have any idea why we got buried? And Meta, do I know this halfling before this event, or this is brand new?
It's brand new. Your history is a little bit vague.
Meaning my memory is vague?
Yeah, your memory of your former life is kind
so I still have an intuitive desire to cook, and I certainly love my wine.
Yep.
So I'm all over this tavern concept. Absolutely.
Okay.
And I just figure after getting dug out of the ground, alcohol.
I'll effectively spend my turn cleaning off, helping my new compatriot, introducing myself.
All right, so you're busy introducing yourselves.
That makes
and, you see this lizard creature coming towards you. He doesn't seem threatening in any way.
My eyes will light up and say, "Hey, dude, where's the fish?"
Hello.
So you recognize him from your he's your fish connect for the fish sauce you like to make.
Exactly. Did you see anything here? I remember you more than I
replied to him. I went. You left in the middle of the night. I tried looking for you, and I found you here now. So you're alive.
So at this point, the little
are they in the
demi-human
grave?
guy, you notice that he's scampered off with his master. So
Are the,
Yitro, it's your turn.
Are the two still in the grave? Like in
No,
the grave?
they're out of the grave. They've patted themselves off, and they're sort of heading towards town.
I reintroduced myself to Saucy, and then I turn to Badbo and I say, "Greetings, young man," and I bow down really, really low, trying to like go face to face with him. And once I'm face to face with him, I go, "Hello, little one. How can I help you?"
You don't know the history of Badbo, do you?
So obviously, Badbo, you're not threatened by this, but you are a little bit put off because you don't like being referred to as a small child.
Yes. Who you call a child?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just appear by your small stature. Are you a human or are you a different?
I be a halfling.
Oh, one of those, the hoblings. I remember them.
Yes. Ooh.
What did you call them last time? You called them hoblets?
Hoblets. All right, so the three of you have basically are making your way towards the village, and there's not much of a wall surrounding Bison Hills. There is a gate, but the gate, there's one of the farmers has been, the village people has been put on guard, and he's got a rudimentary spear, and he's kind of sleeping on a tavern stool by the gate, and he's not much of a watch person. Badbo.
Okay. But before I actually go through the gate, I'm going to do a quick check of whether I've still got all the stuff I had, like my dagger and sling and garrote.
Yep, so it would have all been in a bag in the grave with you. So you would have basically felt in the earth, and you would have this bag that contained all your crap.
Good.
All right, Saucy. Greg?
Well.
Greg?
Sorry. Yeah. Do I know this gatekeeper?
No, you have no knowledge of this gatekeeper at all. That you know.
Oh, sorry.
Of,
do I know this town, or is this town new to me?
The town is new to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So at that point, I'll just walk up to the de facto guard guy and introduce myself as, "Hello, I'm Saucy. I like to cook, and I need a drink. Can you let me in, please?"
So this guy wakes up and he's like, "What? Yeah, the inn. That way." And he's like pointing, and then he comes back and he sees Badbo, and his jaw just kind of like hits the ground. And And it just stays like that. Yekro.
Yekro. I go to the gatekeeper, and then I want to investigate and see if everything's okay, if the town is in any particular strife.
And he's just he's pointing at Bad Bo.
D&D, the answer is always yes.
And he kind of like stands up, and the stool falls over, and he drops the makeshift spear. And like while his jaw is still down, and he's pointing at Bad Bo, he's kind of like backing through the gate.
I do a healing check. No.
He remembers me.
Excuse me, Bad Bo, can you explain who you are?
Well, yeah, my memory's a bit fuzzy. I remember something about a big cave and something about some orcs. And...
Were the orcs dispatched?
For some reason, I'm carrying around this small cage.
Fit a little fairy in there.
All right, Bad Bo.
Yeah. Well, that makes me feel a little better. I mean, it seems like somebody's got the right reaction to my presence.
So at this very moment, you recognize a figure walking towards you from inside the village. And that is, of course, your old friend, Angus Beef.
Angus!
Boys.
So, Angus, you are now... I'm going to have to add you now as the fourth term. So, Angus, you've been... after your little problem that was solved by the little... the encampment of elves who decided to move their hunting grounds, you decided to make your way back to Bison Hills. We've been for about a day, and you've been looking for work as a gravedigger, and one of the people you had to bury was your old friend Bad Bo, who is now standing in front of you with one of the other guys you had to bury, some cook who'd got murdered on the wayside out of town, and you only know his name as Saucy, but you buried the two of them yesterday. And of course, you're just taking an evening stroll with your beer, and you see the local townsman, who's the gatekeeper, kind of backing into the village with his finger pointing at Bad Bo and just sort of staggering backwards.
Yeah. Hello.
Well, don't tell me I've done it again. I keep burying people when they're not quite dead.
I'm not dead yet.
Sorry about that.
I remember your name, Angus, but my memory's pretty shot. I'm not quite sure what's going on. So...
Well, it's simple. You're in a hole. Now you're out. Is there anybody else? You can hear any noises from under the ground, or any sort of, earth shifting?
No, there was some big guy and a little... Well, I don't know what the hell you'd call it. A little... wasn't human.
So, standing off to the side, you see a large lizard person decked out in a fur coat with a giant spear he's holding.
That's a friend of yours?
Oh, yes. Let me introduce Yekro. He's a little peculiar, but he seems okay.
I am here to help you. Thank you.
Are you responsible for my friend here?
I actually found him in a grave with a peculiar little man walking away and a little tiny, the small thing he was referring to before, the demon human. A man, I don't know. He said he rose the wrong ones.
So, you were dead when I buried you. What a
Phew,
relief.
you're off the hook.
Thought I was going to get drummed out of the Grave Diggers Union for this one.
All right, Saucy, Greg.
Okay, now that Bad Bo has verbally described his memory in a cave with orcs and things, does that twig a memory for me? Was I also there?
No, but you remember being on the road towards Bison Hills and being accosted by bandits.
Okay, so I was buried prematurely, and this guy comes along, tries to raise the dead, and pulls me out of the ground by mistake. Okay. I really need that drink now.
That's your recollection of it, yes. So
I'm saying this is Saucy's construction of what just happened to us.
That's right.
I don't care if it's real. Saucy just wants he needs an explanation. He's got one now, right? He's not Einstein.
So you
now
notice
he's got his explanation. He's got a reality
from behind
that works
everybody. You see, there's a few other townspeople are kind of like entering the road that runs through the village, sort of thing, and they're all kind of staring towards the gate and talking very lowly to one another and pointing.
Are they looking at? Are they pointing at mostly Bad Bo or both of us?
Well, in your direction, because you're all together, so they're kind of pointing in your direction.
Got it. Okay. Do they seem hostile?
They seem very concerned.
I don't think I'm a zombie.
You don't smell like
I think.
Yeah, that's now that I've realized that I'm no expert on magic, but if somebody just tried to pull me out of the ground, it's not the world's worst idea for me to actually just do a quick check. Am I really me?
So as far as you can tell, yes. You are whole.
Good.
You are whole and you are healthy.
We have answered deep philosophical questions with yes.
Yeah.
And
any strange hunger for human flesh? Or...
Yeah.
but,
do I all of a sudden pronounce brains as brain?
You suddenly remember a saute recipe that includes brains.
Oh, I prefer not. I don't like to cook with nervous system tissue because I don't want to give you mad bovine disease, right?
All right. So, is there anything you wish to do
on this turn? I'm too hesitant to walk up to the crowd.
Okay.
I'm going to effectively. I'm going to stay in the comfort of this crowd and sit back. I'm a cook, right? I'm not a man of action, so I'll just wait.
So, Yekro, you notice this crowd is getting larger as more people are kind of slowly coming out of the flickering, dim, candlelit doorways of the village.
Okay, me being the welcoming one and noticing that we did want to go to the tavern, I shout at the top of my lungs so they can all hear me. If you would like to come to the tavern, we are heading in right now. Your friend here is also here. I believe you've been looking at him for a while. And then I walk in.
Into the tavern.
Yes.
Okay. Bad Bo.
Angus? I need a drink.
I'm with you. Let's go.
All right. So Bad Bo and Angus also head on into the tavern. We'll just assume that Saucy tags along for the ride. So, all right. Can you hear me, Greg?
He's gone.
It's back.
Exactly.
Good to know he's wearing pants.
All right.
You never know what
So,
can happen when you
so
die.
everyone's going into the tavern. So Saucy, as you're entering into the tavern, the tavern the innkeep is cleaning the bar counter, and he looks up and smiles at you, and then kind of like stops, and his eyes widen as you enter, and then Badbo comes in after you, and his like jaw drops. And then Angus Beef comes in, and he kind of ignores Angus Beef. And then Yekro, the giant lizard guy, comes in, and then he's like, sort of hits the shelving behind him, and some of the bottles rattle, and he just puts his hand up to stop, but his jaw is still wide open. So, Saucy, it's your turn.
Just a regular Friday night crowd.
I walk up to this person who's recognized me, and I say, "The rumors of my demise were greatly exaggerated."
But I saw
And
the wound.
I have no answer for that, but you know me. I need to meditate. Can I cook?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do. I turn to my friends. I smile. I also turn back and say, "You see the big reptile? He's good people." And I go and I start preparing some food.
Okay, so you head off into the kitchen and you grab a skillet and you start making some dinner. Yikro.
I do my mise en place, man.
Okay. Am I still holding all the glasses?
No, that's the innkeeper's holding all. He's standing like,
Oh.
hands up like this, sort of trying to stop the bottles from falling off from him being pressed up against the shelf.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sweet
so
boy draft.
I immediately spend my turn trying to hold the glasses for him and then get him to actually speak English or common.
Well, thank you. What can I get you?
Gentlemen and little one, what would you like?
I'll have half.
Badbo?
What have you got that's strong?
And he like sort of slowly kind of moves down.
Yeah.
And
I
pulls
know I
out the
kind of
well-known
like.
fire water of the region.
I mean, I kind of like this reaction. It's making me, feel real tough, but it's also a little concerning.
So he puts down the local fire water on the thing. He says, I think you, of all people, might need that.
Yeah. I do, thanks.
All right, Angus.
I'll just ask for my usual.
And he grabs an ale. You've got one in your hand, so he just grabs a glass and refills it.
Fill her up.
And then he looks to you, Angus, and goes, "But how did this happen?"
Sometimes I get a little carried away. I get to burying before they're fully, dead. So,
But the wounds, man, the wounds.
I hear that from the kitchen, and I yell out, "But the wounds!"
I know. I thought the same, but so I bury them like a good grave digger would. But I'm not very, thorough. I just sort of dig the hole quickly as possible, get them in, get my 8 pieces of silver, and then off to the pub.
We as a town paid collectively for coffins. Did you bury them in coffins?
They didn't quite arrive in time, and I didn't want them getting,
Time and time again, when you traveling gravediggers come wandering through town, you're always cutting corners. And he's now more concerned with the fact that his money has been ill spent than the fact that these people have been raised from the dead.
But I was reassured by the coffin maker that they would be arriving on the morrow. So I'm sure I'll get them to deliver them to your back room if you'd like them.
So, Saucy, you're out in the back, and you've prepared a meal, and you're carrying it into the front room. In a big, you created a nice sauce in a pot, and you've got a few bits of bread and so on for everybody, and you're distributing it amongst everyone at a table. Is there anything you wish to do?
Yeah, do I do some kind of roll to see the success of the cooking? Or
Yeah, you can do an education check, difficulty 1.
Success.
So everyone has a scrumptious meal, and it's considered this will be considered a short rest. So anyone who has an injury, which I think is only Badbo, can heal that injury.
Yay!
Okay, once I've served everybody, I want to look outside the pub. Now that I've had my meditation and I'm back in the game, I look outside to see if the crowd has followed us and if they're sort of around this pub now.
Yeah, there's about 40 people standing around now with pitchforks and torches lit.
Okay, so then I'll take a plate of this meal, open the door, and say, anybody hungry?
Undead!
Sorry, what?
Undead!
Oh. Actually, no, I'm live.
So, Yekro, you hear from outside, undead!
I immediately run out and I'm like, where? Hello, fine. Show me where the undead are.
And the whole crowd in unison is pointing at Saucy.
So then I'm trying to rationalize to the 40 that no, he's quite alive. I saw him walking around. He's my friend.
And sort of, they don't know how to react to this because, it's undead. And then it kind of clicks over in their mind that there's this huge, 8-foot lizard in front of them as well. Lizard!
Yes, I am. Thank you, humans.
Badbo. So outside you hear, while you hear, undead, lizard!
Suppose I should go and see what's going on. They didn't pull me out of that hole. Thanks, Angus, by the way. I nearly died in there. Again.
So you're going outside?
Yeah.
So you step out the door and you kind of emerge between Saucy and Yekro, and you're kind of looking around as you mopping up the last of the soup from the plate and shoving the piece of bread in your mouth. More undead!
They're not undead, dude.
The crowd is kind of, their pitchforks have been lowered and the torches are out in front, and they're kind of jostling. They don't know whether to advance or retreat, or they know that they outnumber you, but they've got no idea what to do.
Hey, you've got a god here. Just think of it as a miracle. Seriously.
Do a social check, difficulty 7.
Oh, crap.
DL7. Yeah, good luck selling this one,
We're just Jesus. I mean, no, it was my other one that got bonuses for when they were drunk. 15 and 10. Nope.
So the crowd is thoroughly unconvinced by your argument.
Can I join in here?
Yes, so it is now Angus beef. So Angus, you notice everyone go outside, and of course you hear undead twice and lizard.
I'm gonna just like walk out the door, push my way through the middle of them, empty my glass, let out a big burp, and say, "It's not a miracle. It was shoddy workmanship."
Dodgy! Dodgy gravedigger! Hey.
Yay! But who
Okay.
else is going to do it?
Do a social check, difficulty 4.
Okay, social. No bonuses. Difficulty 4 is a D10?
8.
8.
Yeah, 8.
Okay. No luck.
No. So the crowd is thoroughly unconvinced by your arguments as well. So now the crowd has...
I'll just tap the guys on the shoulder and say, "Well, I'm going in for another beer."
So as you turn around, you notice the inn door has been closed and bolted behind you.
Hello?
Saucy.
Hello. Thirsty man at the door.
Greg, your turn.
So I was standing in the doorway with a plate of food, and then Necro ran by, and then Angus Beef ran by. The plate of food has been knocked from my hands, fallen to the floor, and then the tavern door slammed me in the ass as they closed the place. So I'm going, and I didn't even get any wine.
I still got most of a bottle of firewater.
Okay, I take that as an invitation, grab it, and drink it.
All right. So
Yeah, I am, for lack of a better way to phrase it, flummoxed, and just now realizing that there might be a physical threat, and I'm looking around, and are they more preoccupied with the undead or the big lizard right now?
they as a crowd, they're kind of preoccupied with all of it. So they're not looking at anything else other than your group, and they've formed a semicircle around you, and they're brandishing their pitchforks and their torches.
Okay, well, I'm going to see if there's anybody in the crowd I recognize and try to connect with them and say, I'm the Saucy you remember.
Okay, difficulty 4 and social check, and you get a bonus from the drink you've just had. Bad Bow, you can actually roll an additional dice on your difficulty 7.
So I'm going to do a social check.
Correct.
Right. And difficulty 4, you said,
4,
so that's
correct.
D10s.
D8s.
D8.
Oh, D8s. Oh, that's right, yeah.
And you get an additional dice from the drink you've just had.
Okay, got it. So, I get to roll 3. Woo. I made it. Success.
All right. So you actually... the crowd is suddenly... Someone in the crowd goes, I think that halfling, he might actually be telling the truth. And then someone else says, that cook, he does look like the normal thing that we remember. And the crowd kind of like sort of almost breathing a sigh of relief, but are not 100% convinced yet. But they're kind of like they're dropping their pitchforks and kind of discussing it amongst themselves. So don't forget your experience points on those.
Still me?
No, it's now Yikro.
Got it. Thank you.
After noticing that they've also had this euphoric moment, I then turned to the crowd and I asked them, if they know the person they employed at the gravesite with the little demon man.
Okay, so do a social check difficulty 3.
Sorry?
Social check difficulty 3.
3. That's
Yeah.
D6.
D6s, yeah.
No.
No, so no one knows what the hell you're talking about. Or does not want to reveal any information.
Okay. Fine. We're not a very talkative bunch, are we? I turn to Angus Beef and I ask him if there is anyone that he knows personally in the crowd that I can talk to.
Do I?
Yes, you would know at least one person.
That's that Ebenezer. He might know something. Ebenezer?
So
Ebenezer is my third uncle twice removed.
So he mentions the name Ebenezer, and there's this guy in the crowd. What?
He's got a lovely set of teeth. You can't miss him.
All right, Bad Bow.
I don't know where to go with this now. I'm just gonna, slink back and see if I can get another drink of that firewater.
All right, so you're going for the firewater
any
again.
left.
You need to
Yeah.
do a Constitution check difficulty 2.
Okay. Is it an effect?
Well, do you want to? Hang on, wait. Do you want to continue drinking? That's a different story. Wait, hold on one sec.
He doesn't have a drink. I drank it.
You drank all of it.
No, he didn't drink all of it.
Yeah.
No, he didn't drink all of it.
Like an entire bottle of vodka in one go, Jesus.
He's
No,
a
I had a
chef.
shot.
Like a lot of chefs I know.
Trying to find the rules here. Hold on one sec.
I think it'd be versus an effect,
Is it-
surely.
Poison?
It's intoxication. 116 of the current version. Okay, each time a character chooses to imbibe an intoxicant, the director rolls 1 dice corresponding to the current intoxication difficulty level and consults the following list of effects. Alright, it's a D20. Oh, hang on, no, it's a difficulty 2. No, difficulty 1 at the moment. So D2. Oop, wrong dice. That's a D6. So a 2. All your emotion rolls gain a +1.
Sorry, all my emotion rolls what?
Gain a +1.
Okay.
So a bonus dice. Alright, is there anything else you want to do?
So,
Uh-huh. I found it in the rules. Look at this.
You don't want to do anything else, Babo?
no, that'll do for now.
Alright, Angus.
Well, I'm
gonna
just
go-
looking around. I'm just looking around
Yeah.
at if the pub door is shut and they don't like having what they think are undead in the town. Perhaps we should maybe
Leave?
yeah. Sort of just say, well, we'll be going, everyone. What do you reckon, guys? Shall we head off? I heard there's another bar in the next village. It's got some pretty good looking barmaids.
heard or know of.
Just between us grave diggers, we know what goes on.
Oh. Yeah, this place doesn't look so welcoming.
So that's my suggestion is that we sort of leave town rather quickly, hopefully not attracting any more attention.
I was beginning to consider the look orcs and run the other way.
So at this point in time,
that trick never works.
the rudimentary fence surrounding the village or near the gate that you've come through basically collapses down, and you notice 4 figures kind of lurching towards you with their arms out. And the crowd in unison goes, "Zombies!"
They're undead.
There. You asked for it. You got it.
So the crowd suddenly realizes the error in their ways, and they scatter to their homes, bolting all the doors, leaving you to deal with these 4 lurching undead that are moving towards you.
That wasn't very nice.
Well, it got rid of the villagers. It got rid of the angry mob.
All right, Saucy.
So I was in the midst of walking towards this person I recognized in the crowd when the gate busted open, and then I went, and then they ran away, and I went. So now I look at the zombies, I recognize the threat, I pull my cleaver out, and I say, anybody got a longbow? I don't want to get close to these ugly things.
I get a sling.
No, I mean, it clearly nobody has a longbow, but my character doesn't know that.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that longbows are not compactable, and I would know.
So you're just going to hold your ground?
Actually, given the fact that I'm not a skilled combatant, I'm probably going to duck into a doorway and take a defensive position.
Okay. So you kind of near sort of the like little alcove that surrounds the inn, the inn door. You kind of like duck in there and are waiting to see what happens.
Yeah, but the cleaver's out. I'm definitely ready.
Yep. Yikro.
Noticing that everyone's just run away and noticing that Saucy's moving on to protect himself, I try and use my height to get on top of a building to have a little bit of height.
Okay. So do a physical check, difficulty 2.
2 d4s.
Oh, and one thing, as a lizard person, I forgot to mention, you'll be able to attack people behind you when you're not facing them with your tail.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So 2d4s. Oh, you know what? I'm going to spend a story value because I want to actually get at the building. So that 2 goes to a 1.
Okay. So you scramble up onto the roof. You got your spear at the ready. Bad bow.
Okay. I'm going to look for something with a little height that I can get up on. No chance of getting up on a roof.
Okay, so there is an old barrel sort of to the side of the inn that you can scramble on top of. Difficulty 1.
Okay. Difficulty 1. Hey, I succeed.
Okay, Angus.
That's a physical, isn't it?
That's right.
I'm going to look at Bad Bow and say, is that a longbow in your pocket?
No, it's a sling.
Okay. Fair enough. I'll have my shovel, no doubt.
Yes.
Trusty bent shovel on my back. I'll get ready with my shovel to push back the undead abominations shuffling towards me, and I'll make sure I've got the tavern door behind me, and with the back of the shovel, I'll just tap on the door to say, "A little help here."
Yeah, I'm not really willing to try the garrote on these guys.
All right. So the zombies advance, but they're quite slow, so they don't actually reach your position. So you get an extra round to do whatever you like. You don't have any surprise or anything like that, because obviously they're aware of your position. But you can tell that they're not all there in terms of how they're adapting to moving towards people. So they are moving towards Saucy and Angus beef. And there's two going that way and one going towards Badbo, and the extra one is going to Saucy. So Saucy, there's two people coming towards you, one towards Badbo and one towards Angus beef, even though Angus beef is right next to you. All right, Saucy, your turn.
Oh, heck no. I'm going to take the initiative, pull the cleaver out, and try to take this thing's head off.
Okay. So you're going to charge it? You're going to
Yeah,
charge
sure,
it?
why not?
Okay. So they're all the same size as you, so you don't get a bonus for that. You do get charging, though, and combat ready. So combat ready is 1. You get patience because you took a turn, so you get for that, so that's 3. And you get charging, which
And this is physical, right?
No, this is your combat score.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So we're at 3 and charging.
And what dice do I roll for this?
I'm just working that out for you now. So
Okay,
because it's a new sheet, I've just got to remember where everything is. Charging gives you another 2. So you're at 5, which is D6s.
Got it. Okay.
So remember, you get 1 for your base and 1 for your bonus with the cleaver. So you're rolling 2d6.
So altogether, I'm rolling 5 or 7?
You're rolling 2d6.
I'm sorry, you broke up.
Okay, so your combat score turns out to be 5.
Right.
All right. So which means you roll d6s.
Right.
The d6s you roll is equal to your weapon proficiency. So you always get 1 dice, which is the base dice, and
So
then
I'm
1
gonna
for your
roll
bonus.
The
So
base 1 plus the hand axe 1, so I'm only rolling 2 of them.
yes.
Got it. Failure.
Okay. Did you roll any 2s?
Sorry, again, you broke up.
Sorry, did you roll any 2s?
No.
Okay.
No, 4s and 6s.
You can use a story value to re-roll if you wish.
Sure. Yeah.
Is it 1 dice or all dice?
Success.
Okay, so you hit the zombie. Roll a d6.
4.
4. Your cleaver, you swing towards him. You lop off one of its legs.
I aimed for the head and took off a leg.
That's right. Okay.
I'm better with pigs, trust me.
Okay.
Good, I think that's me then, right?
Yes. So the old lady zombie you just hit has just lost a leg. All right, Yikro.
How far away am I from all the zombies
Close
and or the
range.
one that I am close range, so I'm just
Close
above
range.
them?
Yeah, above them and close range. Yes.
Is it possible to, since use my height, to get around them to get them from the back?
You would be able to jump over them.
Okay. Would that be a physical check to do that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god, this would be terrible. Okay. Okay, so from my roof position, I'm going to do a running jump over the top of them, and then would I be able to get to the one that Saucy just hit?
Yes. So that's immediately. That's the one you can vault behind. Yes.
Okay, so can I vault behind
Hey.
that one and then spear it into the back?
Yeah, so your movement is
Can I
the
make a
vaulting over,
suggestion?
and then the attack is the...
This reminds me of another character that I had in regards to when you jump over, attack from above
Yeah.
with the spear.
Yeah, so you'll vault over and attack, from above and behind. Okay.
Above and behind.
Yeah. So first you got to do the difficulty check to see if you can do the vault. And then, so that's going to be difficulty 2.
Okay, easy. So I get 2d2s, so let's go.
2d4s.
You gotta be fucking kidding me, mate. Can I make that a catastrophic failure?
Yes, absolutely. So you land on top of the zombie, and its claws kind of rip into you. So you need to do a PV check. So you're at PV2, so you roll a single d12.
A single d12.
Yep.
Where's my d12s? Nope.
So you do not say you get a single injury from that, and you land flat on your back, and the wind is knocked out of you for another injury.
Well, that hurt.
Right, Bad Bow.
Okay, so how far away is the closest one to me?
You're within charging distance, the close range.
So medium range?
Close range.
Close range. That takes me to 6. Come on, sling. Okay, so I get 2 dice. Whereas 6 is D4s. Ah, crap, D4s.
Your arch nemesis.
I succeed!
All right.
And I get a...
Yeah, so roll a d6.
Free.
3. So your sling bullet takes off one of the arms of the approaching zombie.
And, of course, ammo check.
And this is a guy who clearly
7.
was a peat farmer.
Yay, I've still got ammo.
All right, Angus.
Okay, Saucy's zombie, is it just as easy for me to attack it and get the ally bonus, or is there
Yes.
one in front of me stopping me from doing that?
No, you can definitely do that.
Okay, well, I'll charge up, longsword whipped out, because I just remembered I've got 2 ranks in longsword now after my fun with the spiders, and I'll go for that zombie that's lost a leg. Or has it lost a leg yet, or is that...
No, it has lost a leg. Well, it loses a leg at the end of this turn, but it doesn't affect until...
At the end, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to charge. So
your base, you get charge is 2.
I've
your
got
weighted-
base score of 2
So-
charging, ally 3,
Patience makes 4.
and then
Sorry,
so it's
patience
one
makes
base.
5. Patience
Yeah,
makes 5.
base 1, charging 3, ally 4, patience 5.
And unarmed makes 6.
6. Okay, so that's a D4.
Correct.
D4. And I've got 2 ranks in longsword plus 1 for being an elf.
That's right.
So that's 3 dice.
Correct.
Okay.
So this is the old lady zombie that Saucy just hit.
3 ones.
All right, so roll a d6.
Okay. And I got a 1.
So you just
Another
lopped the head off the old lady
Oh,
zombie.
yes. Sorry about that, love.
So head bounces
seeing you
down
later.
back out the gate.
Just it's what you call double lifting. I'm going to have to bury them again.
All right.
And twice the pay.
That's right. Twice the pay, one body. All right, Saucy, we're back to you. So the zombie you've attacked has now had been decapitated.
Does that effectively take it off the battlefield, or
Yes,
is it still functional?
So the zombie just collapses, the body just collapses to the ground.
Fair enough. Well, then I'm going to instantly look at Angus Beef and give him a wink, and then is there another zombie nearby?
Yeah, so you are now, there's a zombie that moved into combat with you, but they're slow and lumbering, so it didn't attack, it just moved into you. So you are in combat with another zombie.
And can I assume a position so that Angus Beef and I can get a bonus working on this one?
Yes, so because because you attack first, you don't get the ally bonus until the next turn.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So then this would be, if I'm still the same combat level, these are D6s?
So it's combat ready, so you get 1.
Yep.
And it's unarmed, which makes it 2. So yeah, it's only 2, so D12s.
So I'm rolling 4s now.
You're rolling D12s. 2 D12s.
2D12, oh my god. Yeah. And do I get a +1 for my hand axe?
So you got 1 as the base, and then 1 for the cleaver, yes. So
okay,
that's 2, so 2 D12s.
A 9 and a 12.
Okay. All right. So moving on to Yikro. So you're on the ground.
Sorry, what?
What?
Yikro?
Oh, hello.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're on the ground.
So I'm on the ground next to the dead one now, aren't I?
Yes.
Is it? Am I within tail reach of any of them?
Yes, you would be the one that is attacking Badbo.
Is it? Okay, let me know if I can do this. Can I?
Looks like a smelly old bard.
Okay, in my attempt to stand up, can I kind of like turn and tail whip the bard to trip the bard over?
You can't stand. You can attack, but you can't stand up. So standing up from your position takes the whole round. So it's like your action and your movement all in one. It's a complete action.
Okay.
You can attack, or you can move by like crawling along the ground, but you can't actually stand up.
Well, if I'm next to it, then can I reach with my spear from the ground?
Yes.
I'm not going to have anything melee.
You would have you would be base score, and it's unarmed, so you'd be D12s.
No, that doesn't sound smart.
Sorry, rear attack aware, so you would be D6s.
Okay,
so
yeah, I'll try to do that.
Attack aware adds 3, so you'd be 5, so that makes D6s.
Okay, so D6s. I'm going to try and stab it from the ground back in its back.
Yep.
With my spear. Okay, so that's 2 dice, 2d6s. No, I miss.
All right, swing and a miss. So we move on to Badbo. Badbo, you are engaged with the smelly bard zombie.
Sorry. How far is he away now?
He's in combat with you.
Oh crap. Okay.
You're still on the barrel.
Okay. Time. Yeah. Time to switch to the dagger. Or I could use point blank, which would take it to 7. Yeah, stuff it. I'll do point blank.
Okay.
Okay. So, come on. You know, nice big sling bullet to the head. That's all I'm asking. And I'm going to use a story value to change that to a 1.
All right. So this is the smelly old bard that you're attacking. Please roll a d6.
Sorry?
So you're attacking the smelly old bard? zombie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one I hit last time.
Yeah. So you just need to roll a
The
single
peak digger, I
d6.
think it was.
You need to roll a single d6. Oh yeah, sorry. Yours is the peat farmer. You hit with the Sorry, yours is the peat farmer.
It's armless.
Yeah, the armless peat farmer.
4.
4.
Okay. 4. It's missing an arm and a leg now.
Yeah, so it's missing. You've knocked off one of its legs, so it's very unstable. So it can't move more than its reach distance in a turn.
Okay. So I'm going to, now that I've attacked, move away
Okay.
out
So-
of its reach.
All right. So you're just going to move like half the distance away from him.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
just a quick action step back.
Oh, okay. So you just
Off
all right.
speed.
Yeah. So you're behind the barrel now. You kind of step off the
Yeah.
barrel. You're behind the barrel. The barrel's between you and the zombie.
Yeah.
Okay, Angus.
Yeah.
So, is Saucy engaged with a zombie at the moment?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll double team
Okay.
that zombie together, and I'll have a strike with the longsword. So it'll be base 1, ally 2,
Yep.
and I don't know of any other bonuses at this
Unarmed
stage.
makes 3,
3. Okay.
and you'll actually be behind it, which gives you rear attack aware, which makes it 6 as d4s.
Okay. So D4s. 3 D4s again.
Yeah.
I actually missed, but I've got 3 story value tokens, and I got one of my dice is a 2, so I'll knock that down
Okay.
to a 1 by using a story value token, and I'll roll a hit location, and I get a 5.
A 5 is its arm. So you lop off one of its arms on the smelly old bard. Okay, so that brings us back to Saucy. So you are in combat with the smelly old bard zombie, and you've been assisted by Angus, who's lopped off one of its arms. So the 3 zombies need to make an attack. There's one against Angus. So, sorry, one against Saucy and Angus. So I just need to find out which one. So it attacks Angus. So that means it turns around to face Angus. So Saucy, you now get a rear attack. And it fails to hit Angus. Now the other one that's attacking Badbo also has no bonus. Badbo, you're not injured at all, are you? Badbo, you're not injured?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright, so it narrowly misses hitting you. And then the last one is a crotchety old man, and that's going to attack Yikro on the ground. And so one as a base, and you are on the ground, so that makes 4, and you attacked, so that makes it 6 as d4s. It hits you,
Yeah.
so you need to do a PV check with your single d12. Yikro?
Hold on.
Yep.
Okay, single D12. No. Okay,
Right,
I'm
so
dying.
you take
on the
another
ground.
injury. All right, so don't forget, you've got to do an
Yep,
emotion check
okay.
when it comes to your turn. So, Saucy, so you're now behind this crotchety old man, the smelly old bard who's lost his arm.
Mm-hmm.
And you're double teaming this zombie with Angus beef. So you have a base score of 1. Your rear attack aware, so that makes it 4. It's unarmed, which makes 5. You get an ally bonus, which makes 6. And it attacked, which makes it 8, so it's 7. So you roll D2s.
D2s, and I'm rolling
2.
my
of
hand
them.
axe.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Yep. And one of them's a 2. I'm going to pull it down to a 1 so that I
Okay.
hit.
All right. So
I'm gonna
roll a
roll-
d6 for location.
5.
5 is its other arm, so it's now got no arms. It can't attack anymore.
I'm sure it can bite.
I gotta remember to mark down when I get a connection.
Yeah,
There we
you got
go.
to get the successes.
I
Okay.
hit before, but because I'm on rank up to rank 3 now, I only get a facet if I 16 on a d6 or more.
That's right. Yeah. So Yikro, it's back to you.
I guess I spend my turn standing up
All right.
to
So
not die.
all right. So you are now standing. You're at the ready. Bad Bow.
Okay, so quick action, draw my rapier,
Yep.
move behind the one I've been trying to beat up,
Okay. Physical check difficulty 1.
and come on, I got to be able to do this. Hang on, physical. I get 2 dice. Yay!
All right. So you are now behind him.
No, screw. And so I'm going to stab him in the back with the rapier, or
All right.
hopefully the head, with which is D7 actually.
7 is D2s.
Yeah, because it was 5 before I got behind him.
Yep.
Oh crap!
Terrible rolling.
Stick to the sling, buddy.
All right, fine. Story value to change a 2 to a 1.
Roll a d6.
Six.
A 6 is its leg.
It's got no legs.
Yeah, so you've locked both its legs off, so now it's just a torso with one arm.
Okay.
Okay, Angus.
So the way it's now is armless.
Yes, got no arms.
Is it capable of attacking?
You don't know at this point.
So I missed that.
It might kick you. It could bite you.
Okay, so it's still a
Yeah, it doesn't attack
potential
with its arms,
enemy.
though.
Okay. Because it's armless, so am I able to sort of take a much more determined sort of predetermined swing and try and lop its head clean off without the arms floating about to distract me?
No, not at this point.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just try and finish it off, and let's hope I can get it in the head.
Okay.
So it'll be a base score of 1. It's facing me now,
That's right.
so
correct.
I don't have any rear back.
It did
I've
attack.
got my ally.
You got your ally, so
It
that's
attacked.
2. It did attack, which
2.
is another
It
2,
attacked
so that's
is
4. And
And it
unarmed.
obviously has no weapon now. Yeah, so that's
Yeah. It's
that's
literally
a-
unarmed.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm on D6s now. Is that right?
Wait,
Yes.
it's
D4s.
de-armed.
D-armed.
D-armed.
It's D4, actually. It's,
Oh,
Wouldn't he
D4s.
hold on? Wouldn't he get even more because the target's on the ground because he has no legs?
This one's missing arms.
no, this one just has no arms.
Yeah,
Oh, this is
Yeah.
the no arm one. Okay.
Yeah.
mine's missing legs.
That one. Okay.
So sorry.
I brought him down to my size.
So this is the smelly old bard one.
Yeah, smelly old bard. So did I have a final score of 6 or 5?
6.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, it's 7 because
five.
it technically has 2 to 3 injuries.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, it does too. Okay. So D2s. Bring it
Yeah.
on. Okay. 3 D2s. Oh, another 3 ones. Okay. Hit.
All right.
I'm on fire.
All right. So roll a d6.
Hit location. Yep. This is where I want a 1. Just. I've got a 5 this time.
A 5 is no. Roll again because that's an arm.
Okay. A 3.
That's also an arm.
1.
1. All right. So
One.
you lop its head clean off.
Okay.
So smelly old Bard is the only ones left of the peat farmer and the crotchety old man. So Saucy, it's back to you.
Okay, so Angus Beef and I have knocked off 2 of them, it looks like.
That's right.
I'm newly aware of tactical possibilities. So if I can, what I'd like to do is go over to the legless one that's engaged with the hoblet.
Yep.
And attack it from behind.
Sure.
Great. So combat score-ish. What?
So you got your base score.
Yep.
You will get higher ground because it has no legs. So that's 2.
Mhm.
You get the ally bonus from him attacking, makes it 3. It has 2 to 3 injuries, makes it 4. It's unarmed, which makes it 5. And you're behind it, which makes it 8. So D2s, because it only goes up to 7.
So these are just D2s.
D2s, yeah.
Best of all possible worlds.
Yep.
Come on, hand axe. No, 3 and 6.
So D2s, the 3 would be a 1.
Sorry. Oh, these are D2s. You're right.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
3 is. Sorry, that is a 1. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Okay, so now
Yeah,
you roll a
success.
single. Now roll a single D6 to see where you hit it.
Come on, 1. 3.
3 is the final arm. So it has no arms and no legs. It's basically a torso, and it's dragging itself along with its chin.
I've seen that on an episode of The Walking Dead, I'm sure.
All right, so that brings us to Yikro.
Does the other one still have body parts?
Yeah, there's the crotchety old man is still 100%.
Is he the one that attacked me?
Yes.
Okay. Am I able to cast a spell?
Sure.
I want to cast Weep on him, and this is basically like say you make me cry, and now I make you cry.
Okay.
Um,
All right, so it's a grade 1 spell, correct?
mm-hmm.
So you roll a number of D2s equal to your energy level.
D2 is equal to energy. Okay, so what? 1.
So
So
single
1D
D2. Yep. On a
Yep.
success, the spell is cast.
Okay. Please work. No, I'm gonna roll the story value.
All right. So the zombie's eyes suddenly are sort of like you can see the water welling up in in its eyes, and it starts moving around. It can't see. So you need to do an energy check, which is equal to the grade of the spell that you just cast, and you roll a single dice, so D2s.
I missed that, so I'm doing an energy check. D2s
Yes, to see if you run out of energy from casting the spell.
run out. No, that's on an angle. Yes, I do run out. Of course I do.
All right. So you do get your energy back when you do a short rest. You get your
Short
energy
rest.
back. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us to Bad Bow. Don't forget to mark down any
Can I
experience.
coup de grace this thing?
It's let's see. The peat farmer has one
No
arm,
arms,
no
no
legs,
legs.
no arms. No, yes, you can.
Somebody's got to put it out.
Yes,
someone's
you
got to
can.
put it out. of its
4
misery.
injuries, incapacitated.
Yep. But you got to
That's-
succeed on the attack.
7. Yeah. That's D2, so success.
All right. So don't forget you get 1 education experience towards that as well for the coup de grace. And you just smash its head.
Yeah. I'm sort of sitting there with the rapier, just going, there's the eye. Yeah, just stick it in through the eye and swirl it around.
All right, Angus Beef. There is only one left who's moving around blinded.
Okay, well, I'll sort of move up to behind it So it's sort of because its
Yep.
vision's affected. I'm going to get around right behind it. It's not a charge distance. I just move up normally,
Okay.
or is it charge distance away?
So you can move up. Are you charging or not charging?
I'd love to charge if I could.
Yeah, it's stumbling around. We'll say you can charge. So you get rear attack aware plus charging plus base.
Yep.
So you're at 6 at the moment. Plus unarmed makes 7.
So we're on the 7s.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 zeros. Okay. That's a miss.
All right. So that's a swing and a miss.
Yep.
Saucy, we're back to you. So Angus has just attempted to hit this blind one, and as he sweeps it, it kind of moves in another direction, and he misses.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. Right?
Okay.
It's the only opponent remaining, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, then, it's time to do
The combat score is the
same
same.
thing.
So
Charge in.
yeah, so combat score will be the same. So you're rolling d2s.
Got it.
In this circumstance, he'd have +2
Success.
allies, wouldn't he?
Sorry, what was that?
I was just going to say, in this circumstance, he'd have 2 ally bonus. Because
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
there.
I mean, he would
And-
have 2
and
ally
so
bonus,
it's-
but
so-
very easily makes
so it's
7.
still- yeah.
Yeah. So
The attack. Sorry, the attack was a success, and the
Good.
location was a 5.
a 5 is an arm. So you lop off one of its arms.
Missing an arm. I wish these were like something you could cook.
You would have also got a bonus blind as well. So
Well, I mean, when you get
probably
down to
would've-
D2,
yeah.
you can't go down to D0.
D1s.
All right. So Yikro, it's your turn.
D1.
I can see that they're kind of doing the thing. Am I able to do a healing check?
You can. You would need to drink water in order to do that.
Drink water. Okay. Alright, so I
But
need
really,
to wait.
you can really only do that in a quick rest. If you, in order to do healing, you would need a healing potion in order to start a healing check. That's what initiates the healing check. Otherwise, when it's a quick rest or something to that effect, you would then do that. But really, you actually should be doing an emotion check now because how many injuries do you have?
3.
Yeah, so you need to do an emotion check, difficulty 3.
Okay, difficulty 3 emotion check. That's D6,
That's right.
and I get 2. Success.
Okay, good. You would also get a bonus dice from the other characters having full, so you'd actually get 3 extra bonus dice for that too. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Cool.
so you, don't forget to mark down the success in your in that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to attack the final zombie?
Yeah, we'll do that. Did Saucy hit?
Yes.
Yes, he did.
You did hit. Okay. Can I then go up to him and then just stab him from a distance? I can do slight distance, can't I, with a spear?
Yeah, you've
That's
got.
not-
You
no,
can
that's not a
do
reach.
a reach. Yep, it's a reach weapon.
Is it reach? Okay, so can I stab him from reach?
Yes.
Doing kitty cat.
That's 007.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
All right. So you would get to 7 as well because you've got you've
That
got
cat's more
base.
deadly than
Oh.
the zombie.
You've got base. You've got 2 allies. You've got you've got injuries. You've got unarmed, and you've got blind. So it's easily D2s.
Okay. Success.
Okay. So roll the D6.
3.
3. You lop the other arm off.
How do I stab the arm off?
You kind of miss the torso and just cleanly slice off the arm.
Oh god.
Got it right into the joint and it just pops off.
Like a chicken.
Like a chicken. Bad Bow, your turn.
Okay. So how many injuries is it at yet?
2.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just going to charge in,
Okay.
which is 7. Hit.
All right. D6.
And 5. It doesn't have any arms.
No, so roll again.
5, 6.
Yeah, so one of its legs is lopped off. So it's kind of hopping on the one leg, gnashing its teeth at you. Angus.
I would just continue the attack. I assume I'd be at 7
Yeah, with all the bonuses and everything, yes.
and not being behind, etc.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, base.
So hit for sure.
Free ally.
And hit location. A 5.
5
Is he-
Injuries.
is an arm, so roll again.
A 3 this time.
Also an arm, roll again.
The other arm.
So it's
You got to keep rolling.
another again. Yep. Sorry. 4.
4 is the final leg. So it is just a torso gnashing its teeth at you.
I'm crying.
I'm not dead yet.
It's but a flesh wound. All right, that brings us back to Saucy. So this thing has 4 injuries now, so you can basically dispatch it with this final attack.
I was going to say, can I coup de grace?
Yes.
Okay. What do I roll, or do I?
So it's a normal attack. You roll d2s because of all the scores that add up.
Right.
And on a success, you basically destroy it. Yep. So
Success.
you get an experience point for the attack. You also get a single experience point in education that is basically you learning how to dispatch people.
Right.
You only ever get one of those per battle for each coup de grace or assassination.
Okay.
Okay.
So sorry, I gain an education and what else?
And also the experience for the successful attack.
Got it. Okay, yeah, that means I rank up on hand axe already.
Oh, good. That's good.
5 successful hits in one fight.
Yeah.
That's good.
Pretty good. Cool. I just assassinated somebody who was already dead. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how to feel about that.
You reassassinated a crotchety old man.
Oh, just you get used to it.
So you're standing
Yeah,
amongst.
that's what the coup de grace experience is for, to learn assassinate.
So you're now standing amongst littered limbs and heads all over the show that are kind of like just twitching and flopping about the show. Unfortunately, there was no one here to witness this, other than a man standing at the gate. And you recognize the man as the person who was in the graveyard.
The guy from the graveyard.
So, Yikro, it's your turn. Dylan?
Oh, Yik. Oh, so I was hearing Saucy. I was like, why aren't you speaking? No. I would normally hobble. I would hobble towards him, but I need. Oh god, I can't. Does anyone have water?
I'm reasonably confident I would have water as a cook.
You can actually drink the fire water that constitutes water.
Oh god. I'm a lizard folk. Okay, yeah. Can I scull some of that down?
Sure. So you grab the bottle from Badbo, who was about to take a drink, and you scull some down. Which is a there's no difficulty on this one because it's your first skull, so you feel fine.
Yeah.
I feel really fine.
When you do the quick rest, that will aid towards your healing. All right.
Sorry. Yep.
So moving along, that we are now Bad Bow.
Yeah. Ooh. So he's pretty much directly in front of us, isn't he?
Yeah. He's at medium range.
I'm looking for something I can... Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do a quick scan for something I can actually get a bit of elevation on between me and him. I don't want to get too close, but I want to get
There's
higher up.
nothing really between you and him. You can use a story value token to put something there if you wish. No.
I only got one left. I'm keeping it until I really need it. Okay. So, all right. So I'm gonna ready my sling and just take some time aiming.
Okay. All right. Angus.
Okay.
So you don't know who this person...
This guy.
Yeah, you don't know who this guy is.
This guy. I was in the bar when this guy.
So you seem to have proved yourselves useful. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe you were the ones I was looking for.
Yeah. So probably a good thing I didn't attack straight away.
Mm-hmm.
So, Angus?
I was gonna pick up the nearest severed head and
Yep.
sort of hold it up in a threatening position to say, useful for who?
I have a small task that needs to be completed. At
Keep
first,
breaking up.
I
I'm
thought
sorry,
that these
but-
two, and he points at Bad Bow and Saucy, were the ones that I were looking for, but they were not. I was looking for soldiers. But you have proven yourselves in battle.
Aha.
You want to do anything else?
I sort of missed what you said there. You
Oh,
sort of
okay.
broke up on my feed
Yeah.
anyway. I couldn't read what you said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, he says, I was looking for two soldiers and I raised the wrong guys. But you've proved
You can say that again.
you've proven yourselves in battle, so you may actually be useful for the task that I'm looking for.
Oh. Well, what does it pay?
You don't die.
That sounds like a bargain.
But if it is wealth you are after, I can provide.
Well, I'll look around to my companions, and we're all probably feeling pretty buffed after dispatching 4 zombies, and I look to see what their reaction.
Sure. Saucy.
Okay, I take my cleaver and I hack off a small piece of a garment from the zombie I just dispatched, wipe off my cleaver, and put it away. Then I look at this guy and I say, I'm not happy about being buried and then raised and then attacked by zombies. If you're hiring people to fight these things, I'm in. Maybe you don't need to raise the undead army. Maybe you can use me. So I'm going to essentially pitch that, yeah, I'll come help. Let's just say I'm enthusiastic about his job offer.
Excellent. Follow me. And he turns and he heads out of the village. Yikro.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
good.
So he said, follow me, and he turns and heads out of the village. Yeah.
Sure.
Yikro.
Is the little demon boy with him?
Do a senses check difficulty 1.
Senses, difficulty 1. I'm sick of failing. Using story value token.
All right.
I'm using the other one to succeed in that, so I can
All right.
sense.
You see a little demon child boy thing, but it's not the same one as before. It's kind of lurking in the bushes just outside the gate.
Oh, so it's not with the. So it's not with the man.
No, it's outside. It looks the same species as what you saw before, but it's not the same. It's just not the same guy.
Can I, when I'm heading out, can I head straight towards little imp, demon boy imp?
Sure. So you will basically reach him in your next turn. Bad bow.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I stop swinging my sling and aiming at this guy, and follow along with the others. Let's see where the hell this goes.
All right. Angus.
I'll pretty much follow the guys, but just before I head off, I'll linger for a moment to see if there's anything of interest on any of the twitching limbs or torsos of the dispatched zombies.
Okay. Do a senses check, difficulty 2.
Who's D4?
Oh yeah, I forgot. We loot the bodies.
I never forget the looting.
You say you've been playing D&D for years.
I
And
swear.
I just figured they were peasants.
I rolled a 2, but
Yep.
I'll use my one of my 2 story value tokens. I'll use one of those up. I'm desperate for loot. And
Okay.
take it down to a 1.
All right. You get your choice of a mundane item.
Uh-huh.
It must be small, so you can't go like
In
ladder.
front of me.
Yeah. I just figured they were peasants, so were dirt poor.
Monday night. Okay, I'll get back to you. I'll have a look on the website and I'll get back to
I
you.
don't think there are any on the website, but so it can't be a
Okay.
weapon, but any kind of object that but it'd have to be quite small. It wouldn't
Something-
be.
Yeah, it can't be a longbow,
Yeah.
for instance.
Yeah, you can't be a longbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think would they anybody wearing like a holy symbol or something like that?
Yeah, if you want, you can pick up the
Monday.
holy symbol. Yep.
Well, that wouldn't be buried with like a water skin or a lamp or a 10-foot pole or something like that, would they?
A water skin, I would believe that somewhere under their clothing they had a water. I mean, you don't know how they died. They might have a torch. A lantern's a bit of a stretch, but I would allow it.
Well, I might just say, oh my goodness, they were buried with a lantern. I'll just like that. I lost my other one in this item.
Wait, you're the one that buried them?
Yeah, you're the one who
Yeah.
buried them.
That's where I left that torch. That's where I left my lantern.
All right, so you now have your zombie lantern.
Put a Z next to it.
All right, so that brings us back to Saucy.
Does it glow green when lit?
So this guy is lumbering down the road, and towards there's like a rock, like a big rock that's off to the side of the road, and he kind of walks behind it. Saucy?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
There's a big rock, and what's behind it?
He walks behind it.
Sorry, you broke up.
The guy walks behind this big rock.
Oh, did he? Okay, well, I'm going to go and... I mean, this rock is big enough. Is it almost like a hill big? Or...
No, it's, I would say, about the size of 2 cars stacked on top of one another.
Okay. And he just casually walks behind, or does he kind of disappear?
No, he just sort of walks behind, lumbers behind.
Okay, well, I'll just follow him. What do I
Okay.
know? I'm a cook.
All right. Yikro, so you arrive at this little demon thing that's sort of like a little bit worried of the fact that you're approaching it. No! No!
No what?
No, don't! Go with the master! Go with the master!
Well, come with the master. I want to know what on earth is happening.
No, you go with the master. I'll stay here.
Quick, grab him. I want to interrogate him.
I hear this. I hear this voice in the background, and trying to make friends, I immediately grab my hand out to grab him.
All right, physical check difficulty 1.
I've got a small cage. I literally do have a small cage.
Oh my god! Oh come on! No.
All right, so this little guy scampers off into the bushes. So, Badbo.
Damn it, I was looking forward to sticking him in the small cage.
So you've seen Saucy go behind this rock. You've seen Yikro attempt to grab this small little thing in the bushes. You didn't really see what it was.
Okay. Well, I think if we don't catch up to him, we might lose our cook. So, look, I'm going to... Yeah. Hurry up a bit after him, because we don't want to get separated.
Okay. So you
So
join Saucy
I'm
going
curious
behind
as
the
to
rock.
What the hell happened to both of us?
Angus, your turn.
Yeah.
So Saucy and Bo both walked around the rock,
That's right.
and they're now out of my sight.
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to walk around the rock the other direction.
Okay. So that brings us back to Saucy. So Saucy, you walk behind the rock, and the guy is there, and he's opened up this trap door in the ground. So it's like it's been obviously covered, with the moss and grasses and whatever. And he beckons towards this hole.
As though he wants me to go first?
Correct.
I'd look him in the eye and say, I'm a cook. Maybe you should go first.
Close this behind us.
Okay. Well, down I go.
All right, so you drop down the hole. Yikro.
I'd be pretty far away at the moment, wouldn't I? So I'd need to spend my turn catching up to them.
Yeah.
So I do that. Can I try and aim to be last?
Yes, so you would actually be last.
Yeah. So like in terms, because didn't the guy want to close it? So can I try and be last to close it myself?
Well, we'll get there, and you can kind of negotiate that with him if you want.
So once they get down, then can I negotiate with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but first, Badbo. So you arrive, and Saucy just dropped down this hole, and the guy's motioning towards the hole.
Okay. Yeah, just before I jump down there, I'm going to wait for my friends to catch up.
Okay. So Angus Beef appears behind the
I don't
dude,
want to. Yeah, I don't.
and Yikro is coming behind you.
Okay.
Yep. So do you want to go down the hole or not?
But I was waiting for them to actually get there.
Yeah, so they're here now, yes.
Okay. So now I'll go down the hole, but they know where I've
Yeah.
gone.
They know where you've gone, yes. So, Angus, you see Badbo drop down in the hole. Behind him, you see Yikro approaching, and you're standing behind this guy.
Yeah, and I'd sort of just tap him on the shoulder, and I say, "What's down there?"
You will see. This is where I conduct my experiments.
missed all that again. Sorry, you broke up again.
You will see. This is where I conduct all my experiments.
Well, that sounds very inviting.
Interesting.
I'll sort of bend down and go, Saucy, Badbo, what's the weather like down there?
All right, so that brings us to Yikro.
Okay. At this point, I ask him if I can be the last one down to help close him down because I am taller and therefore more capable of shutting such a heavy door.
That would be quite civil of you.
That was easy.
So he jumps down the hole and he basically shows you just pull that cord over there, and then when it is closed, you move this thing across. All right, so you are now all down in the hole. So who has dark vision?
Not me.
I believe a half elf only has low light vision.
Low light vision, okay. Nope, no one? All right.
I've got a lantern. I just happened to find it on a dead zombie.
All right, so you just hear him say, "Okay, now follow me."
Can I see him to follow him?
It's pitch black, but you can hear where he is. You can hear when he's
Right.
like,
I'll start lighting my lantern. Ching,
yeah, well,
ching.
Saucy's first. So,
Whatever you-
Saucy,
whatever.
do you want to move in that direction,
Sorry.
or?
Yeah, I'm going to move down the direction, and then while I'm doing it, I'm going to say, yeah, I can't see what's going on.
You do not need to see anything because there is no
Yes, I'm
danger
just-
in this tunnel.
Okay, well, I'll just basically continue my willing naivete, grab his cloak, and just follow him along.
You are like a small petulant child. Release my cloak. All right, so we move to Yekro.
I'm gonna try and follow everyone along. I'm just gonna try and touch someone's shoulder so that I know where everyone is.
Okay, so you got your hand on Saucy's shoulder. Badbo?
I ain't going anywhere until I can see.
Okay, so you're
Join the conga line.
so you're standing. You can hear them walking along. Do a senses check, difficulty 1.
Senses. Succeed.
All right, so the ground sounds funny when they're walking on it. It's like a very weird, dry, crunchy
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, I definitely want to wait until I get light.
All right, so that brings us to Angus Beef.
Well, I'm igniting my lantern.
All right, so you do so.
Yep.
And the tunnel floods with light from the lantern, and you realize that the entire tunnel is actually built from skeletal remains of various different creatures. And you're in this
Like
like a
an ossuary.
weird Geiger-esque tunnel but instead of it all being black, it's all bone white.
Okay. I'll give Bilbo a funny look and say, shall we proceed?
Come along, your light is not really necessary, but if you need to see the way, so be it. So we move to Saucy.
I just careful. I like to see where I'm going.
So I'm looking around at all the bones and going, okay, but I'm not letting go of his hem. Right?
Okay.
And I'm just following along. Now, yeah, is there any point for a census check? Like, I want to make like I'm naive but not stupid, right? I'm not walking like there's no obvious threat that he's taking us towards. Is there?
No, I mean, it's not like you can, it's not like...
Okay, well then stay the course for now. I mean,
Yeah.
my turn's very quick. Just okay, I'm going to follow him.
Okay. So, Yikro.
My turn.
Yep.
While I'm holding him, now that I can see the bones on the wall, can I do a senses check to see what creatures are on the wall? Like, because you
Sure.
said there's a variety of creatures.
Sure. Difficulty 2.
2. Success.
Okay, so you would know from your gallivanting around the area that a lot of these are from large creatures. So it would be things like elephants, bears, that kind of stuff. There are also bones and skulls from humanoids.
What did you say? Bones of what?
Skulls of humanoids,
Of humanoids.
particularly large ones.
I make an offhand comment to the man. I say, quite a large collection you got here.
It has taken me many years to build the sanctum.
Okay. That's my turn.
Yeah.
Badbo?
This is sounding worse and worse.
He knows me all too well.
I'm going to sort of. I'm going to sort of. I've got little legs. I can't walk as fast as everybody else, and start to sort of dawdle a bit.
Okay. So you're dropping back a bit. All right, Angus.
I first of all, I need to know my LSR
Yes.
for the lantern.
I think lantern is 4.
4. Okay. Okay. Having the lantern and therefore probably the best light illumination of anyone.
Yep.
I'll follow the party as they go through the chamber, but I'll have a very good look around to see if I notice anything that is weird in a chamber full of bones. If that's not weird enough.
Well, I mean, it is weird enough as it is. So you can also do a senses check.
Yep.
Difficulty 2.
Difficulty level?
2.
Did you say 2?
Yes.
Okay. No, don't notice anything.
Okay. All right. So that brings us back to Saucy. So he's leading you down this corridor, and you notice that you're actually sort of it's on an incline. So you're descending into you're descending into the ground, and you reach a point where it sort of plateaus and levels out, and you come to a roughly carved door. It's clearly made of wood, but there's been all kinds of symbols and that sort of stuff carved into it, and it's been painted black and red.
Do I recognize any of the symbols?
You can do an education check, difficulty 7.
I don't have any bonuses for education, so that's a single D20?
Correct.
Good luck, eh? About as bad as you can get if you're trying to roll a 1. 19's great. No.
Nope. Yeah, so you have no idea what these symbols mean.
Okay, that's small, and it's not a cookbook. Why would I know?
So he
Is the
approaches
door
this.
open or closed?
It's closed, and as he approaches the door, he pulls a ornate skeletal key out of his pocket and inserts it into the door. Right, Yikro, it's your turn.
A scale. Okay. Well, I was gonna do the check like he just did.
You can do that check as well if you want.
How do I use piety?
So piety, basically, you can pray to the gods, and ask them for favors.
You broke up after you said pray to the gods and
ask them for favors.
favors. Okay. Alright. Yeah, can I actually do the same thing? Can I try and see if I recognize any of the symbols?
Sure, it's a D20. Oh, it's difficulty
Okay.
7.
Please let me survive this.
Natural 20.
Oh, unfortunately, that's the wrong way around.
Wrong end.
Wrong game.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting the divine rules out in case you need them. All right, so Badbo, your turn.
I'm getting rather unsettled by this. It seems rather necromancer slash demon slash profane magic sort of area. I'm still coming along, but I'm still.
So you've dropped behind
hanging
Angus
back.
Beef, effectively.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm happy with that to happen.
Angus.
I'm intrigued by the symbols on the door, and I'll look at them and I'll get the stone that I got from the Master of the Flame.
Yep.
And I'll look to see if the symbols on the stone match any on the door.
Do a mental check, difficulty 2.
Mental. Okay, difficulty 2. That's a 4.
Yep.
A 1.
All right. Yes, there are a few symbols that are similar. Particularly the ones that have red paint on them.
I'm sorry?
Particularly ones that have red paint on them.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll sort of make a mental note that I should be aware of fire.
Okay.
You hear that, boys? Hear my mental note?
A mental note to the rest of the party. Which could be a meta note. All right. So that brings us back to Saucy. So the gentleman unlocks the door and opens it up. And inside, the light from Angus's lantern, sort of floods into this chamber that is very ornately carved stone. And you know that you can see that there's a weird kind of sarcophagus in the middle of the room that is covered, and there's altars to either side. Did you get that, Greg?
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm curious about the red paint in the door. Is it paint or blood?
It is paint.
It's paint. Okay. And what's our host doing at this point?
So he's kind of lumbering into the room, and he's going towards one of the altars.
And he's the only person in the room that I can see?
You can't
no more
see
of these
any-
little impy guys?
No.
Well, then I'll ask him, okay, we're here. What's up?
So gather around the sarcophagus.
Why?
I will demonstrate to you.
Will I need to have a weapon?
No, not at this point.
Okay. I put my hand on my weapon. Well, actually, I have a cleaver. It's not like that my cleaver has a sheath. So I comply. I do what he says.
Okay. Yukro.
I stand on the other side of the sarcophagus, and in Slitherer, I say YOLO.
Hashtag. All right. Bad Bow.
But you need to unmute yourself.
Okay. Damn. Okay. So I'm going to step just inside the doorway, inside the room, and I'm going to be staying there.
Okay.
Unless something profound compels me.
So, all right. So you're kind of standing in the corner, and Angus, you step into the room. It says, "Kindly join us and close the door, if you would." Angus?
Is that me? Sorry, I missed all that. You broke up
Kindly
again.
join us and close the door behind you.
Okay, I'll walk in the room and I'll thrust the lantern into Bilbo's hands and say, "Hold this, shorty," and I'll walk around. I won't shut the door.
So you're giving the lantern to Bad Bow.
Yeah, I'm giving the lantern to Bad Bow,
Yeah.
intimating that if he's going to be standing there with the lantern, he can shut the door.
Okay.
So I'm giving him the option. And
All
I'm
right.
going to enter the room and
I don't
stand
wanna.
next to Saucy.
All right. So, Bad Bow, that leaves you at the door holding the lantern. Now I need you to close the door, please. This doesn't work in an unsealed chamber. Saucy.
Okay. Can I examine this sarcophagus? What can you tell me about it?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I'm around an altar. No, I'm around the sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus, yes. So you can do an education check, difficulty 3.
Right? Difficulty 3 is D6s, right?
Correct.
And failure.
All right. So, although it's ornately carved and you've never seen anything of this sort of, thing before, it does give you an uneasy feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pulled the cleaver out then.
All right. Yikro.
Yeah, so that's me.
Yeah.
Okay, I need your help now, because what kind of things can I ask the great lizard?
The great lizard in the sky. Okay, you can request divine action through prayer. At times, a player may request divine assistance through prayer. A prayer is a quick action during combat or just a normal action. The player adds a single D20 dice to the dice pool, regardless of what other dice there are. There are also D20s, just use a different color. This dice is referred to as the power dice, and here's an outline of the potential outcomes. So basically, for all future rolls from here on in until it's you get a D20 in your rolls. Which, when you get a success on that D20, that determines, or no success, etc., that determines what happens.
Okay, so I got it all except the dice, because that's where you broke up.
Okay, so you get a...
I have...
In any pool that you roll now, you add a single D20 to it.
Okay, so why is it one D20?
That's your power dice. So whoever you've prayed to is going to help you out. But
okay,
only when that dice rolls a success, or I'll just go through what it is. So if a roll that includes a power dice is not a success and no success is rolled, then nothing happens and no divine action occurs. If the roll is a success but the power dice is not, then normal rules apply. If the roll is not a success but the power dice rolls a success, then the normal success occurs. However, no divine action occurs, but you do get a party point. If the roll is a success and the power dice is a success, then the prayer is answered and a divine action occurs, and it's up to me as to what happens. If the roll and the power dice are a success and the player adds a story token, they may determine the outcome themselves.
Okay, cool. And with 2 ranks in piety, does that change anything?
So once you've got higher ranks in piety, that's when you can start to do things like blessings at 3 ranks. You can create holy relics. You can curse people, and you can resurrect, and you can perform miracles.
Okay. Well, okay. Sorry for taking so long. I'm going to do a prayer. I'm going to, because I'm looking at Saucy, and he's the one who seems worried right now. I'm going to do a prayer for him, asking the lizard in the sky in the ethos to assist him with anything in the future when when fear takes him.
Okay. So Saucy, whenever you roll any check now, you add a d20 to it.
Okay.
All right.
For the next one roll, right?
No, until a success is rolled on that dice.
Okay.
All right.
It's not a big bonus, but it, you know.
There is divine intervention at some point in the future.
Depends what happens when it's a success.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not complaining.
Alrighty. So that brings us to Bad Bow.
Okay. Look, before I close this door, you're going to have to elaborate a bit on exactly what you want us to do here.
The task is very simple for ones that are quite proficient at
That's what
dispatching.
I'm saying to the big guy.
Sorry.
We're dispatching.
Okay, so you're at a little bit of a lag. So this task is quite simple for those who are proficient at dispatching lower order creatures.
Okay, so you're saying there's a somewhat higher level creature that needs dispatching?
No, I need specific things from a certain creature in order to help with my rituals.
Okay. See, this is the thing I'm a little uncomfortable about. When you say rituals, so are you trying to raise the dead? What are you trying to achieve?
I'm perfectly capable of raising the dead. You are a walking example of that. I am also perfectly capable of making you dead. I brought you into this world, and I can take you out again.
But you've just said you need us.
That is true.
If you kill us, we won't be around to help you. So
That is also true.
a little bit of cooperation here, so that we could feel more
I promise
at ease,
not to kill you.
would be appreciated.
I sincerely swear on the bones of my dead mother over there in the corner that I will not kill you.
So what's in the coffin?
So the sarcophagus is just a stone sarcophagus in the corner. Not in the middle of the room, sorry.
So it's empty?
It's the lid is on top.
Us to get into it.
The lid is on top. Hurry and close this door. We must begin.
Okay. So what do you reckon, guys? Should I close the door?
Shut the door.
Yes, please.
Well, you know my answer.
Okay.
And he's quietly saying to himself, I hope they remember that I was the one who didn't want to close the door.
When this all goes sideways, we'll know who to blame.
It's already gone sideways. All right, so are you closing the door?
Okay. I'm closing the door and drawing my dagger.
All right. So the door closes. Click. That brings us to Angus.
Okay, so I wait to see if there's a reaction after the door has closed. Anything's happening. Is the demeanor of what is the name of this man?
You
Does he
do
have a
not
name?
know.
I've missed it.
You do not know.
The nameless is the demeanor of the nameless man changed.
Is he gleeful? No.
Well, I'll look at him and I'll say, "We haven't got all day. Get to work."
You're correct. The night is but a few hours left. We must continue with this ritual. Please extinguish your lantern.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know. I love the fact I've given you all that stuff, Badbo. Door, lantern.
So the final decision to you, Badbo, is do you extinguish the lantern? His problem is he's played with me many, many times.
Yes.
I walk over to Yakro and I go, "Here, you hold it."
So
I can see this. It would be difficulty level, but now that you've extinguished the lantern, it's DL8. You're there. What?
All right, so Yikro, he hands you the lantern. Please extinguish the flame so we can continue with the ritual.
Anything to get this moving forward, I suppose. I pull out my ton and then I just kind of grab it with my ton and
I'm going to go and hide behind one of the altars.
All right. So the flame is extinguished. Saucy, your turn. There's total darkness. And you hear the man, like a groan coming from him.
Okay, so I can't see anything. I can hear this groaning. Are there any strange smells or air things that have changed in the room? It's just this new groaning.
Yeah.
Or chanting is perhaps more accurate.
Yes.
Okay. Is the chanting in a language I recognize? Is he saying something I can clue into?
You can do an education check, difficulty 7.
He was on the 1 and then it rolled onto the 10. No.
Oh. So, no,
Failure.
you do not recognize this as any kind of language that you would have heard or understood or know of.
Okay, but I'm not having some kind of involuntary sensory response. It's not like the hair on the back of my neck standing up. I don't feel
It's
a
already
shudder or
standing
cold air.
up.
Well, I mean, actually, my character seems to be fairly impervious to this kind of silliness. Okay, so I'm a stay the course kind of guy. I've got the cleaver at the ready just in case things go. Like, I don't even think things have gone sideways yet.
Salty, did you add your bonus d20?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I did not.
Roll a d20.
No, I failed on the second one. Thanks
Okay.
for the reminder.
All right.
Yeah, so that's me.
Yekro, your turn.
I'm gonna try
And the sarcophagus lid, there's like some of the engravings on the lid start to glow. And it's like a very horrible gray color that fills the room that it's making you feel very uneasy.
This is not what I'm used to. Okay. So he... Can I imitate him?
You can, yes.
Yeah. I'm going to imitate him and then do the exact same... I'm going to try and do the exact same noises he's making.
Okay, creative check difficulty 1.
Creative check. Okay. We'll have more luck with these. Nope. Oh no. Success. Make a success.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start to chant in the same way that he's doing, and you feel a power surging within you, and you regain all your energy.
Okay. Cool.
Bad bow.
Oh, sorry. Quick question.
Yep.
How does the piety work in terms of gaining experience? When does that happen?
You gained piety for praying.
Oh, so I gained without even needing to roll anything?
Let me just check. Hold on. Oh, sorry. When the divine action occurs, you gain piety.
Okay, so when the divine action occurs, then I get it.
That's right. Yeah.
And because I've got 2 ranks, and it'll only happen if the roll, which was the divine power, happened was on a D6 roll.
No. So long as that D20 is a success, so you will get the piety when the success hits.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Yep. Sorry. Move on.
That's right. So bad bow. And the light from the sarcophagus changes color to like a weird orange.
Okay. So I'm going to take my rope and fashion a lasso noose.
Okay.
Lasso, I think, is the right word.
Yep. All right. So do an education check, difficulty 1.
Because I'm expecting something to come out of this sarcophagus. Okay. I fail, and I'm going to make it a critical failure.
Okay. So you're busy doing this lasso thing, and you're moving, and you're not really paying attention. So you accidentally throw the lasso over the guy while he's chanting, which interrupts him in mid-ritual. And all the lights go out. And you hear in your mind, that was a mistake. Now, no one else heard that. Only Bad Bow heard that.
No one heard that.
Only Bad Bow
nobody
heard that.
No, you broke up, sir. I mean, literally.
Oh, okay,
No,
literally.
nobody heard that.
So he said, that was a mistake, but only Bad Bow hears that.
Oops.
Angus, it's pitch darkness.
Sword in one hand,
Yeah,
Holding
Crow, keep
my-
it up.
stone from the Master of the Flame in the other. I just get ready for anything.
Okay. All right. So that brings us to Saucy. And you hear the man, I must always deal with these incompetent fools. And as he says fools, like, the orange light returns, but you do not see the guy in the room anymore.
So it's not just that Bad Bow reset the spell. All of a sudden, our host is missing?
Yes.
Did the sarcophagus change?
So the sarcophagus lid is glowing in this like weird orange light.
Right. And he's gone. Now, is the door open? Did he leave the room?
So you look towards the door and there is no door.
Sorry?
You look towards the door and there is no door.
Okay. There's no door there at all. It's not like
No.
it's open. There's just no door.
Correct.
But the bones and everything on the walls are still the same?
So the whole room is this carved stonework. It's all the same, but where there was a door is now like a wall with a carved stonework.
So we're missing a person and we're missing a door.
Correct.
And we've got a glowing sarcophagus.
Yes.
And is there any noise in the room? A hum or anything?
Only this guy's voice.
So I still get the voice. Is it coming from the same place he used to be?
It's more ambient. Like an
great.
echo.
This is so outside my experience that I live in the land of flummoxation. There's not much for me to do at this point. I'll just now that I've continue.
All right, Yikro, your turn.
Am I able to do I don't know if it's mental or education, a kind of check to recognize what's happened?
Okay.
The surroundings.
Do an education check, difficulty 3.
Education difficulty 3. That's D6, right?
Correct.
Yep. Oh, success.
All right, your understanding of magic it basically means that you would recognize that the only way a door would disappear in that way is if it was being covered by an illusion or if it was never there in the first place.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the door. Well, there was no door. I'm pretty sure we walked through a door.
Don't forget your experience.
Yes, I got the experience. Okay. And the guy's not there, so can I quickly say that? So say I think we're an illusion, and then try to continue with the spell to see if we can fix things.
Okay. You would need a difficulty of 5.
For which?
For the spell, so you would need mental check difficulty 5.
Oh, dearie. Okay. That's 10. No, is it?
Yeah, D10s.
The D10? Yeah.
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 No, that's 10. I was like, I got a 0. What's that mean? No, that's 10.
All right, so yeah, you would have no idea how to complete what was being chanted.
Okay.
So it brings us to Bad Bow. Bad Bow, what you gonna do?
Is my rope still here?
Yes.
Is my rope still here?
Yes.
Is it lying flat on the ground, or
Yes.
I'm going to pull it in anyway. See what happens. Make sure I don't grab hold of him,
Okay.
and head over to where the door should be.
Okay. Angus?
And I'm going to look at
grab my lantern.
seeing.
Back off.
Okay.
I'm going to grab my lantern back off Bad Bow and light it again.
Okay. So
I have it.
I don't have it.
Oh,
You go there.
Sorry, Dylan.
All right, so you go over to Yiko, Yekro, and you grab the lantern and you light it again. So just do a light source check.
That's D8.
Yes,
Is it LSR4?
that's correct.
And a 1 means there's that one light.
That's right. So the lantern is out of fuel. Damn zombie lanterns.
Damn it all the hell.
All right. So that brings us back to Saucy.
We may need some more zombie to fill it up.
The
AFK for a second.
the sarcophagus, the lid of the sarcophagus begins to actually rise.
Okay, so the ritual's continuing despite all these distractions then.
Yes.
Okay,
Well, you
is the
assume
voice
that it is.
Is
Yes.
the voice continuing?
You can't hear him, no.
The voice is ended. Okay, so now that the sarcophagus lid is lifting, can I just duck down and take a look inside what's in there?
Sure, do a senses check. Difficulty 2.
Sorry, you broke up there, sir.
Senses check, difficulty 2.
Senses 2, huh? Where's my senses? There it is. I don't have anything exotic in senses. Oh, I get to add a d20, though.
Yes.
I made it!
On
Success.
on the D2 or the D20? Sorry, the
On the
D4 or
D2.
the D4 or the D20?
Oh, it was a d4.
Yeah, it was D4.
Sorry. Failure on both.
Oh, okay. So the light is quite bright and you can't really see. Your eyes are watering a little bit.
Got it. Okay.
Yekro.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Can I try and lift the lid myself, or help lift
Sure.
it?
Sure. Physical check, difficulty 1.
1. Okay. Success.
All right, so you flip the lid off, and there's like this huge ray of light that heads towards the ceiling.
Oh, that's slightly ominous.
Bad Bow.
Let me out of here. I'm going to try and use my dagger to see if I can locate the edges of the door, despite what I can see.
Okay,
So
senses.
try and locate it by feel.
Senses check, difficulty 3.
Which is D6s. And 2 for senses. Oh, there's a 2 there that I will change to a 1. So, success.
All right. So, sorry, what were you checking for again? My mind has just gone blank. Al, what were you checking for again? My mind just went blank.
The edges of the door, where the door
that's
is.
right. Did you succeed or fail?
I succeeded.
Okay, so yes, you actually do find the edges of the door.
Yeah. So, I confirm. I found the edges of the door. It is still here.
You shall not escape now.
Just confirming what
only you hear that.
Yekro proposed.
Al, I think if you exit and come back in, there's a lot of lag from you. So if you exit and come back in again.
Okay. Sorry. How the hell do I get out of this? Sorry, I've never used this before, so I have no idea how to.
Do you have
So just close the website and then come back.
you got a red X?
Just
Just leave
copy
room.
that.
Yeah, there's a red X down the bottom.
I love these
Dylan's
stickers.
finding all kinds of cool stuff.
So what just happened? So he felt the door, and
Yes.
and a voice happened in his head.
Yes.
Okay.
So Angus will just... Oh, here he comes. All right, there we go. All right, so Angus, your turn.
What I miss?
Badbo has found the edges of the door in the illusion.
So you found the edge of the door.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're in the dark. Is the
No, you're not in the dark.
sarcophagus-
There's a ray of light coming out of the open sarcophagus.
Okay, coming out of the open sarcophagus.
Yes.
I'm getting the urge to remove the lid.
The lid has been removed already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I'm getting this horrible feeling that I've had in games before, of where I managed to really piss off some gods.
I got that
Anything-
feeling.
With the light coming out of the sarcophagus, is there actually anything inside it?
At this point, you can't see. If you want, you can attempt to do a senses check.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Difficulty 2.
Well, that's good. If I win, and I don't, okay, I don't see anything.
All right. Yeah, so you don't see anything. All right, Saucy, we're back to you.
Well, I've just watched this big bright sarcophagus open up in front of me. What do I see?
In the light, you begin to see a shape coalesce.
A shape coalesce into
Yes.
a body?
It looks like something large.
Okay.
You would guesstimate that it's a size 12.
Holy shit, like a troll size.
Yep.
Hey, how big is this sarcophagus?
The sarcophagus is normal humanoid size.
So this thing's sort of overlapping the sarcophagus.
It's
so
above
large.
the sarcophagus in the ray of light.
In the ray of light. And is it prone as it's forming?
It's just sort of hovering above the sarcophagus, but it's just a shape at this point. You don't really know
Okay.
what it is.
So I'm not seeing humanoid. I'm seeing a big blob.
Yes, but it's got the kind of sort of shape of something, like it's something standing there.
But it's still insubstantial at this point. It's
That's
not
right.
corporeal yet.
That's
Okay,
right.
well, I mean, I may be dopey, but I'm not going to swing an axe at wind. Okay. Well, then, at this point, I'm going to shout out to my homies by the door there. I think we need to engage as a group here. If we split our efforts, I'm gonna die. There, I've made my selfish plea.
All right, Yikro, your turn.
After Saucy just shouts that out, I just shouted at him like, "I'm praying for you."
Yeah.
So is it okay? Yeah, I'm gonna look directly into the sarcophagus. I can see the thing floating above it. Can I see directly into it, and if there's anything actually in there?
Okay, so while this is happening, it's coalescing more as a form, and it is humanoid in shape, but it seems like it could have a tail and horns.
It's me. And horns. That's a demon. Is it little demon boy? The demon boy growing up.
It's size 12 in your estimation.
So he's about almost double the size.
Yeah, 4 times my size.
Is it possible to communicate with it, or is it not
You can do whatever you like, yeah.
I'm going to feel like an idiot and just like start talking to the blob in the air.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Excuse me, Mr. Undead Man. Can you please talk to this blob?
Mr. Undead Man. I assume you wish my help all of a sudden. After you...
Yes, I would like to know what on earth's happening.
After you lot interrupted the ritual, and now I have summoned the wrong beast.
I didn't interrupt anything.
Your little friend over there, cowering in the corner, did so.
Sorry.
What did you do?
Right, Bad Boat, it's your turn.
Made it.
Stay at range, Bad Bow. If this thing hits you, it's going to do like 5 injuries.
It's this thing. It's going to kill me.
One hit.
It'll take 2 hits.
Is it Badbo's go or mine?
Yes, Bad Boat's go.
Yep.
Okay. I am sorry. Will you help us as long as I don't open the door and stay out of it? Or do what you want?
And you hear in your mind, and no one else hears this, you will not get out of this.
Sorry, I didn't catch the last bit.
You will not get out of this. Brings us to Angus.
Okay.
Mute.
The necromancer. Necromancer! What foul beast is coalescing before our eyes?
Unfortunately, this is not what I had in mind when I began the ritual. And because the ritual was interrupted, we have, of course, summoned something vastly more powerful than even I wish to deal with.
Don't leave us here like lambs to the slaughter. Open the door so we may seek refuge.
No, because this may be of use to me if you win. If you lose, I will still have use for you.
Well, if we are to
You can't
win,
lose here.
is there any way you can help us?
There's no answer. So as you finish this conversation with him, the form basically suddenly coalesces into an actual being, and the light fades, and the last image you see of this creature is a giant sort of bull-headed, almost like a minotaur, okay, but it has a lot of almost stone features to it. It's very, very strange creature, and its eyes glow red.
Stone Minotaur.
Great. A Balrog stone minotaur. Lovely.
And the light in the room fades.
It's okay, we can see where its eyes are. Go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes!
Okay, so, Saucy, it is your turn.
Sorry, you broke up there. I'm assuming you said Saucy, your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn, yep.
Okay, so I have a threat directly in front of me, and I can no longer see it because the light has faded and the lantern's out of fuel.
Correct.
Then I am going to take my my pouch full of oil, pour it into the sarcophagus, and light it with my flint and steel.
Okay. Story value point.
Thank you.
All right, this sounds vaguely familiar.
Do I tick off story as well on the character sheet then?
Yeah, you get 1 experience point in story value, and then you also get a token as well.
Token back. Good. Yeah, so that was my turn then. I'm effectively trying to put some light in the room so that we have a chance. And if I can ignite this guy, that's not going to break my heart either.
That's right. So, Yikro, it's your turn. It's still, for you, it's still darkness. The thing has not been lit yet.
Thing's not been lit yet.
That's all because of the simultaneous nature of
Correct.
our turns, right?
It happens
Thank
at
you.
the end. Yep.
Did I hear? Was I hearing when? Who was talking? Was it Angus talking to Necro guy? Did I hear that?
Yes, you did.
I did hear. Okay, so after hearing that and then the light fading, I'm now going to start walking backwards. I'm actually starting to get a little bit nervous because I'm already injured, and this goes slowly backwards to where the door was.
Okay. Brings us to Badbo.
Okay. I'm going to see if I can get this door open with my dagger.
All right. Education check difficulty 3.
Cheers. D6. Come on, 1 or 2. I've got a story value token left. Yes, 1!
All right. So, yes, you actually successfully crack open the door. So the illusion drops.
Okay.
When you're able to see
I'm not staying here.
When the illusion drops, you will be able to see the doorway. Right, so that moves us to Angus. So it's still pitch black, but you can see the thing's eyes.
My longsword has reach.
Correct.
Am I able to like jab it from a distance
Yes.
and it not?
Because it's size 12, its reach is 12. Your reach is 5. So you're well within its reach. But because you have a reach weapon, that takes it to 10. But you're still within its reach of 12.
Okay. The door that Bad Bow is open. Am I aware he's opened the door? Managed to open the door yet, or is that
Not yet, no.
next? Looking at my stone from the Master of Flame, is it reacting at all?
So it's just the normal way that it has always been.
Okay. What the hell? I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to lunge at it.
With the sword or the stone?
With the sword.
The sword? Okay. All right.
Yep.
So we will say that you're behind it. So you get rear attack aware. So that's base, and rear attack aware makes 4. It is unarmed, so that makes 5.
Yeah, you're a third the size, or?
Yeah. So how big are you? A size 5, are you?
I'm an elf, so I'm size 5.
Yeah. So half the size, so that's another 2.
Okay.
So
I'm on
that's
7.
7. Yep. D2s.
Okay. I get 3 because of my longsword. And I hit.
Okay. So you are. What do we say? You're half the size, so that's double the PV dice. And it successfully evades your attack. Well, it successfully shrugs off the attack.
So it's like it strikes one of its sort of stony scales.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn.
And it spins around to in your direction.
It was him.
It was him. Okay, so Saucy, this thing is now engulfed in flame.
Well, my Balrog prediction was unfortunately good. When you say engulfed in flames, is it giving off heat as well?
No, your fire that you've created with this oil in the sarcophagus, it was basically standing in the sarcophagus,
Right.
and you've bathed it in oil and set it on fire.
Okay, is it taking damage, and is it seem to be impacted by the fire?
It is being injured by the fire, yes.
Well, I'm going to add insult to injury and try to whack it on the back of the head with my cleaver then.
Okay, so it did turn to go towards Angus Beef, so you will get rear attack aware. So your base +3 is 4. You get the ally bonus from Angus, so it makes 5. And it is armed, which makes 6. And you are half the size, so that brings you up to 8. So D2s.
D2s, and I now get 3 of them. Woohoo! And 1 success. Yes, good.
Okay, so you bring the cleaver into the back of this thing.
So now the question is, do I penetrate its armor?
That's what I'm checking now. No, you do not.
Well, lovely. So we both swung, both hit, both did no damage, but we're still burning it.
Correct.
And my compatriots have taken a different point of view. Maybe it's time to book before the combat's begun.
That's right.
Yeah.
One of
We
them
have a
has.
different... Yes,
Yeah.
We have some philosophical differences,
All right, that brings us to Yikro.
right?
You said before when I don't know, you said before, can't remember what I did. You said my energy had regenerated?
Yes, it had, correct.
Yeah, when you were copying the...
Yeah, when you were doing the ritual.
Yes. Can I now, on my way out, 'cause I'm still backing out, can I try and, I don't know what direction with the thing's now facing. Can I try and turn him around so that he's facing the wall away from us?
Yes, you can.
All right, so I'm going to cast my whirlwind spell to turn him around so he's facing the other way.
Okay. So it's difficulty 1, because it's a grade 1 spell.
1. Please turn around. He's not turning around.
So out of all the fear, you mispronounce the words and the spell does not go off, but you still need to do an energy check.
Wait, is that a D2 again?
Yes, D2.
Yep, that was a success. I successfully ran out of energy.
Yeah, so so you run out of energy.
Well, okay. I'm going to keep bolting it back. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
So that brings us to Bad Bow.
Okay. I've got the door open! And I'm running.
So you're going out the door, are you?
Yeah, I'm running.
Okay, so you attempt to go through the doorway and you just hit like a wall of force and fall backwards.
Ah, crap.
I told you would not get out of this.
It was an honest mistake. It was a complete accident. Okay, looks like I've got no choice. I'll have to look at getting the seeing if I can do anything with my sling.
Okay.
Now,
Aim for the
do they
eye.
get PV? Do they get PV against effects?
No, only things that cause injuries.
Okay, so I'm going to try the stun effect with
Okay.
my sling.
Yep.
So I'm what, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right.
Fail.
Do you have no story value tokens?
I've got 1, but I'm
Now will be the time to use it.
before it can attack. Actually, yeah, you're right. I'll use it.
Okay, so you stun it. Angus, your turn.
My turn, sorry?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to try and penetrate through that rocky armor it has. I do some damage. We can't leave the room. It's burning. We don't really have any options apart from attacking it. I can't see.
Yep.
So I'm going to go for it with the old longsword one more time. So is it? It's not. Is it? It's facing me
It's
still.
facing you now. So base,
So
half the
Base
size
1.
makes 3.
3.
You get
How many allies?
1, 2. Saucy attack, didn't he?
Saucy
Yeah.
attacked, I think. But
So
that's it.
two allies.
Yeah.
So that makes 5. Unarmed makes 6.
I think it's not 2 allies because one of them's fired a sling.
That yeah. Well,
yeah,
that's
it's
suppression. then.
suppression.
Oh, suppression. Ah, okay. 6. So that's D4s.
Yeah.
So 1 hit. Yep. Okay. So I got a hit.
Yep.
I knew I had something.
And it successfully negates the injury.
That's 3 hits now.
Now remember, if you got
Very
3,
hard to hurt.
if you get 3 successes, you go in the zone.
Well, that's 2 successes.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you go to the 3rd, you're then in the zone.
Collectively. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well,
Okay. So it's busy being immolated, so it is taking injury. So you can hear. It is its turn to attack. So it will choose with a D4.
Is it a new round yet, or?
It is. This is the end of the round. It's going now. Sorry, it's a new round. Yes. It goes first. In other words.
Okay, so it's stunned.
Yes.
So it's a new round.
Yes. So it is stunned.
It goes first.
Correct. My apologies.
Yeah, but it's stunned.
Yeah, so it's stunned and it is burning.
So it's 7.
Yes. So, Saucy, it's your turn.
So it's stunned and burning.
Stunned and burning, which means you're pretty much straight up to 7.
Yeah, the downside is that every time we hit it, we can't get through its armor. What's on these altars?
You find various ritualistic paraphernalia. Is there anything
Does it look
specific
like
you're
there's a
looking for?
ritualist? Yeah, I'm looking for a dagger or something that looks like it might be purpose-built for this kind of fight.
You will find a dagger, yes. But not purpose. You wouldn't know if it's purpose-built.
For that, but does, to a layman like myself, does the craftsmanship, in other words, does
This
it look
is
like
very
a garden
good, very good craftsmanship.
dagger or something nice?
It's a very good craftsmanship on this dagger.
Okay, can I grab the dagger and zap it, or is that 2 different turns?
You can grab the dagger as a quick action,
Yes.
move towards it, and attack it, yes. But you wouldn't get a charge bonus or anything. But because it's already stunned and burning and all that, you get up to D2s anyway.
Okay, well,
So-
I'll try to hit it with a dagger.
You now have a quality
Right.
level, quality value 7 dagger.
Sorry, that broke up.
You have a dagger of quality value 7.
Ouch.
Some rich dude here.
Dragon glass.
Okay, well, I'm at D7s, which is good. Sorry, I'm at D2s, which is good. But now that I'm using this dagger, I don't have the extra die, and I'm not proficient in it either, so I only roll 1.
Correct.
Ah. Story value, I got a hit.
Okay.
we need to put some damage into this thing. So,
And its armor negates the stab from the dagger.
Damn.
so it what?
It negates the injury, so it's not injured by your stab, even though it was successful.
Oh, okay. So so my wonderful new toy didn't work.
No, but you do have a nifty new dagger.
Exactly. If nothing else, I can sell it off.
Okay,
Make us some
Yekro.
coin, guys.
Can I charge the altar and try and smash the altar?
Which one?
What am I? I'm near the door, and
So there's one on the left and one on the right.
I like left. I'm gonna charge towards the left one.
Okay, how are you going to try and smash it?
I suppose I'm probably it's probably gonna be stronger than my spear, so I'm gonna try and run up and use my lizard fists.
Okay. All right. Physical check, difficulty 4.
What's 4 again?
D8s.
Okay, come on, smash that altar. Nope, very far off.
Dong! All right.
Ow.
Bad bow.
Okay. Could someone try and find something to keep the flame burning? I'll keep trying to stun it as long as I can.
Okay.
'Cause I got 3 dice on D2s now for
Yep.
another stun. Success.
All right.
No experience.
You stun it again. All right.
Yeah. And ammo.
All good for ammo. Right,
for ammo.
Angus.
I'm going to look around the altars too to see if there's anything like any sort of holy oils or something that I could help to fuel the fire.
Okay, yes, you will find some what you perceive to be oil.
Okay, I'm going to just grab it and throw it with all my might into the flaming sarcophagus to add to the conflagration.
Okay, difficulty 1 physical check.
Okay. I get 2 dice because I have a bonus. Yes. Okay.
All right, so in a burst of blue flame, more more fire is added to immolating this thing. Okay, so it's going to attempt to shake off the stun. Badbo, what is your weapon? Your weapon proficiency ranks in sling?
1.
All right, so it's difficulty 2. And it shakes off the first stun. So it takes the whole round to shake that off. So that brings us to Saucy.
Not optimistic about getting through its armor anymore. I'm gonna go over and see if I can help. Sorry, I forget the lizard man's name.
Yikro.
Nikro. I think I'm going to go over there and help him. Is it possible to set up to aid him so that we can flip this thing and try to smash it?
Sure. So the
Okay, so
difficulty
that-
remains the same, but you add an additional dice to his roll.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Plus
So-
a d20.
Plus the d20. And now
Fair enough. That's what I'll do then.
Now would be a great time for the d20 to pull it one.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. Right.
So, roll. Yikro, it's your turn. I assume you're continuing to smash this altar.
Yes. So should I do an extra roll myself?
And you get an additional dice. And you get the bonus dice from Saucy as well.
From your spell.
Yes?
Yeah.
cool.
Your spell
And-
came to me and back to you.
And you add the d20 from the divine
So I've got
request.
3 d8s and 1 d20.
Yep.
Okay, there's d8s, right? Yep, d8s. No. D20. No. I had a 2.
On what? The D20?
I got no thing left.
Someone else can use their story value to change the 2 to a 1.
Yeah,
Is it-
I'm
but-
doing it.
Is that on the D20?
No, that was on a D8.
Okay, all right. So yes, you basically smash the altar.
Woohoo!
No! What are you doing?
No tokens.
And the man reappears in the corner.
Smash more altars.
Badbo, your turn.
I'm sticking with keeping this thing stunned.
All right.
Success.
All right. So Angus brings us back to you.
Now, it's the guy that has just materialized in the room. It's to see have like an aura of invincibility, or should I just try and see if I can stick him with the longsword?
You don't see any auras of anything, but you can try and stick him with a longsword.
Is it like is my gut feeling, being a grave digger, and is this like a death sentence?
It's like my grave digger's sixth sense. You can do a mental check, difficulty 1.
Okay,
Should I attack this guy?
I got a 1.
Yeah, you don't perceive any problem with attacking this guy.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll be able to penetrate him. Okay, I'm going to stab him.
All right. So you will get surprise.
Damn right.
And yeah, so base score, same size, surprise, and at the moment he's unarmed.
Is he unarmed?
Yes.
Okay. So what's surprise?
It's +3. So it's
Plus
4
3.
is
I'm on
5.
26.
Yep.
Yes, I got a hit.
All right. So you stab this guy as he reappears. Whoa! What are you people doing? All right. So that brings us
Giving you what you deserve.
So that brings us round to the beast again. And the beast is still stunned. And
So there's got 2 to make up now.
the gentleman is still in his surprise, so he doesn't get to go this round. So Saucy.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that stabbing the guy is the right plan. I'm encouraged by our ability to smash the altar, pissing him off. So I look at Nikoro and I say, I just motion over to the other altar and I start heading over there and I line up to help him smash that one.
Okay.
That's me.
You saunter over. Now you can actually do the smashing roll yourself now. Difficulty 3, which is
Okay, sure.
D.
DL3's
Sorry, difficulty 4
sixes,
is
right?
Sorry,
Sixes.
difficulty 4 is D8s.
okay. D8s. Difficulty 4 D8s, and that's physical?
Correct.
Get 2 then. Woohoo!
And you get the
I rolled a
D20.
1!
And you get the D20 as well.
Yeah, okay, well I got the 1 already. I got the 1
Yeah,
on the
but
D8.
if you get a 1 on the 20 as well, then
Then good things happen.
No, I got a 2 and I'm out of story tokens.
does anybody have any story tokens?
Ah,
I do.
Oh,
I can handle. I can.
so
give him my last.
you can convert the 2 to a 1. So not only do you get the success, you also get the divine success as well.
divine.
Cool.
All right.
So what happens to this altar?
So the altar is smashed, and as you smash the altar, a shard of the altar flies out and goes right through the head of the necromancer. So he's just like drops dead. Another shard of it also flies out and hits the demonic creature in the chest, severely injuring it. Although it's still alive, it kind of falls out of the sarcophagus. So you get a piety experience point, Saucy.
Okay.
And Yekro, you also get a piety experience point.
And I as well for
Correct.
succeeding.
That's correct.
Cool.
Cool.
So Yekro, your turn.
Okay, so he's just succeeded in destroying it and one-shot the Necro. I'm going to grab my spear and to try and finish it off, I'm going to throw my spear directly at this Balrog demon Minotaur. Because that has double damage or something, I think it says.
Yes.
Double when it's ranged.
Correct.
Yeah, so I'm going to throw the spear directly at the trying to knock it out completely.
Okay. It is actually, at this point, you can actually do a coup de grace.
Coup de grace, I can do that.
This is actually considered a ranged coup de grace.
A ranged coup de grace. Okay. So
you just need to succeed. And he must not negate the injury.
And not negate it.
Yep.
Stupid negating. Okay.
Yes, D2s.
D2s, let's go. Success.
All right. So you launch the spear at it, and it goes straight for its head.
You don't.
Unfortunately, it bounces off its head.
Damn spears.
Maybe you need a magic weapon to affect it.
Just let it burn to death.
Bad bow.
That was my plan. I'm going to make sure it stays stunned while it burns.
All right.
Success.
All right. Which brings us to Angus.
Oh, quick question.
I'll try and coup de grace.
So what's the question?
Do you get experience if you hit but you don't take damage?
Correct.
So I do get the experience.
Yes, you always get the experience for hitting. So whenever you get a success, you get the experience.
Okay.
Even if you use a story value token to get the success, you still get the experience.
Okay. And the coup de grace experience is if you get the actual coup de grace.
Correct.
Yep. Okay. Sorry. Move on.
All right. Yeah. So Angus.
I'll try and coup de grace.
Okay.
Will it be sevens?
Yep.
And at 7?
Yep.
Okay, I'll get a hit.
All right. It is dead.
Woo! Hey! I get an education for that, do I?
Yes, you do.
Okay, that brings me up to rank number 2.
Excellent.
You're an educated
All right,
caretaker.
so you are now standing in a gloomy room.
I'm a thinker, apparently.
As the fire in the sarcophagus basically burns low, and eventually extinguishes.
Can I, is there anything like that thrown spear? Can I sort of ignite it in the remaining flames of the fire so we have it like a lamp, like a torch?
Well, you'd have to ask Yekro. It's his spear.
Can I get out into the corridor and grab some bones?
So it's not your turn.
I'm just suggesting it's a torch material.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
if he
Angus?
replaces the spear, I'm more than happy to.
Yep. Okay, so you can use the spear.
I hear there's a very nice dagger in the party. You might have one.
All right. So yeah, you basically created a torch. So its LSR is 3.
Okay.
Okay, so that brings us back to Saucy.
Sorry, was that me?
Yes.
Okay. What's the light source in the room like right now?
So it's just from the weird spear torch that Angus Beef has just created.
Okay. I'm gonna go and search the body of our dead necromancer guy.
Okay. So do a senses check, difficulty 2.
Oh, okay. Senses, and I don't have any bonuses. Senses. Okay, difficulty 2. I made it. Yes.
All right. So you find most of his wealth in terms of rings and all that kind of stuff.
Sorry, that broke up.
You find all his wealth, which is, coins, rings, all that kind of thing. And in the lining of his cloak, you find like a secret pouch, and in there you pull out a piece of folded paper.
Okay. So I hold this up and show the party.
You are all economic level 3, if you are not already.
0 to 3. I'm wealthy.
So just from the stuff you find on the guy, it brings you all to economic level 3.
So on our character sheet, do we just fill in those 3 ranks?
Correct.
Okay.
So there's like, a jeweled signet ring. There's like a gold amulet. There's, a golden fob chain. All these kinds of things you find on this person. He's got sort of a velvet sort of circuit underneath his robe. Yeah.
A bejeweled Prince Albert.
Sussman.
Yeah, okay, well, searching him would have taken my whole turn, so
That's right. So we move on to Yekro.
I'm going to try and pick up his body so we can carry the necromancer's body out.
Okay, that's fine. You can do that. That brings us to Badbo.
Okay. I'm actually going to go and have a look at this big demon monster thing and see what I can get off it.
Sure. So
must be some rare materials I might be able to scavenge. And
yep. So you can most definitely, from a herbalism perspective. Let me just see here.
Demon's heart, demon's horns, demon's eyeballs.
Earlobes.
Left nostril.
Let's just butcher it.
Okay, it's the horns.
We've got a cook.
The horns from this thing are probably of particular value, and just horns of the beast, quality value 6.
So, horns of the beast.
Yep.
I didn't get the rest.
Quality value 6.
Okay. Yeah. And anyone want to see if they can get special powers by drinking the blood of the...
Smells like shaman duty.
I'm not.
Angus, your turn.
So the necromancer's been picked clean and is being carried out. The demon has been dehorned. Anything left on altars that haven't been smashed or in the debris of the smashed altars, does anything catch my eye?
Yes. You will find an old notebook.
Old notebook. Okay.
Yes.
Is there a sufficient light for me to open the notebook to see if there's
Yes.
anything inside?
Yes.
I'll gingerly open the book.
You need to do.
I'm not going to read it out loud. I've seen enough movies to know what happens if you do that.
Klaatu Verada. Difficulty 1, education.
Education? Piece of cake. I have an education bonus of 2, plus I just finished a rank, so that means 3 dice in education. Yes.
All
I
right.
got it.
So you recognize this script as having something to do with symbological magic?
Symbological. All right. Could be like a spell book, perhaps.
All right. So it brings us back to Saucy. So I'm going to say that you can all you can all basically be doing a quick rest at this point. So has anybody got any injuries?
Me with
All right.
from
So
before.
if you drink water, then you're able to do a healing check.
Or demon's blood.
He already did that.
Yes, sorry, you did because you took that thing.
He already did that. The fire water.
You just need to do the healing check. That's all.
Healing check, which is a
Difficulty equal to your number of injuries.
that's 3, which is D6.
Yeah.
And what kind of check is it? Is it
Constitution.
mental?
Constitution.
It's Constitution. So I get 2. No.
Okay.
So I only. So hang on. Is that? Do I? Hold on. I had 3 injuries. Do I heal 1 automatically?
No, only in a short rest. This is a quick rest.
Sorry. Yep. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, Badbo. Sorry, Yekro, did you want to do anything? You're carrying the dude.
Well, hang on. Did I do my turn?
Yekro, I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, you did. Saucy, your turn. What was your turn? You did. What did you just do?
Nothing. I just asked the question.
Ah,
Yeah.
well then, yes. So, sorry, it is your turn. My bad.
Okay. No problem. So then, having seen the success of people like looking, including myself, picking pockets and things, I'm going to just sort of scour the room to see if there's anything we've missed. And failing that, it's time to book.
Okay, census check difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ouch. And what kind of check?
D12.
Senses.
Senses. I rolled a 2. No. Whatever there was to be spotted, I did not spot it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm failing that, then I'm definitely heading towards the door. I've had enough of this room.
Okay. So you've easily exit through the doorway. Yekro?
Yeah. Everyone else has got the stuff they need. I'm carrying a dead body, so I'm going to bring him out to the townspeople.
All right. So you exit through the door. Both of you basically get to the hole. There's like a ladder at the base that you can put up to climb back out. Badbo.
I see bad things. Okay, I'm going to look at going out and getting out of here.
Okay. You
Hesitant going in and hesitant coming back out.
You tentatively step through because of the wall of force before.
I just, as I go through the door,
you step right through, so you're able to go through and join everybody and climb out. Angus.
okay, good.
Okay, well, I'll follow the party, but I'm also, because I'm holding the torch, yes?
Yes.
Well, the burning spear. I'm just seeing, are there any other chambers in this underground lair?
Search, so senses check, difficulty 6.
Okay. D what, sorry?
It's difficulty
D2?
6 is D12.
D12. So we'll like the old D12. Senses. I'm still on 1 dice. I rolled a 3.
I will give you a story value point,
Oh, okay.
but you do not see any way to another chamber.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're all out. You emerge from behind the rock at the side of the road, and you head on back into town as it is dawn. There are a lot more people standing guard at the gate, and of course they've now all got their pitchforks and they're very weary of who you are, but they notice that the lizard guy is carrying the dead body. And yes, so Saucy, it is your turn.
Okay, so they're guarding the town. When they see us appear, what's their reaction?
They're hesitant. They're not. They're a little bit spooked from all the things that have been happening in the past couple of days.
Great. Well, I didn't actually. I connected, but I didn't cause any damage. It's not like I have blood splatter on me.
No.
I could just. I'm just going to walk up to the town folks and say, "Hi, guess what? We've solved the problem. That crazy guy was trying to summon demons and resurrect bad things, and it was terrible."
Social check
Right.
difficulty 1.
Deal 1 social, and I have +1 social for being such a half elf, and I made it. Yay!
Excellent. Do you want to do a spectacular success with a story value token, or are you?
Sorry?
Do you have any story value tokens left?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I can give you one.
What would the effect be?
Well, you'd find out if you spent the story value token.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I was successful in my role, but I don't have any story
So
value tokens to punch it up.
you thoroughly convince the crowd that everything is all good, so they kind of relax. You know, they put the pitchfork on their shoulder. Phew! Thank goodness that's all done with. What could possibly go wrong next?
Yeah.
Orcs and
I'm gonna
undead.
keep my mouth shut.
So,
We'll know in about 5 days.
Yekro,
I feel like it's a stupid question. I look at the towns like, where would you like your necromancer?
oh, we can bury him outside of town, I think. We don't want that filth polluting the soil of our meager village.
Do you have a gravedigger? You would suggest.
I think maybe we should burn him, someone says.
Yeah. Burn him! Fire cleanses all!
So the town quickly decides, yes, let's have a bonfire. So everyone rallies around and starts collecting wood and other things to build a bonfire just outside of town. Badbo.
Okay. I'm just going to try and stay out of trouble.
So you're not going to the pub then?
No, I'm just going to sort of tag along, keep my mouth shut,
Oh, all right. Angus, your
try not to
turn.
cause any more trouble today.
Your turn, Angus.
Oh, well, seeing though it's strictly against Gravedigger Union rules to bury necromancers, I won't have anything to do with convincing the townsfolk not to burn him. But I will gather the zombie parts and reintern them as my professional ethics demand.
Okay. So you do that. You basically get a wheelbarrow, load up all the bits and pieces of old lady zombie, the peat farmer zombie, the smelly old bard, and the crotchety old man. You can't remember which
Yes.
part goes with which, but you manage to just put them in a
Any
loose,
vehicle.
a rudimentarily dug hole in the ground.
To professional standards.
To some level of professional standard.
Actually, I'll use the old graves that belonged to the guys after they were resurrected. It saves me a bit of back pain.
There you go.
All right, so that is, as they say, it. So everyone gets a story value experience for participating in the game. So don't forget to knock that off.
a quick question for you. Can I take advantage? Is there anybody in the party that could use this dagger? Because it's no use to me.
If you're giving it away, I'll take it.
You'll take anything.
Might as well, because I'm far better off with a hand axe, and the thing didn't seem to have any. I mean, it's a beautifully made dagger, but it's not like it penetrated this thing's hide. So yeah, it's a dagger, quality level 7. Gareth, is it possible to continue my quest for a longbow with my new economic level?
So yes, someone in the town would be able to fashion a longbow for you.
You could probably use the dagger in exchange.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bedber.
The dagger